Hello. Hello. Where can I pin this? Hello, world. Hello, world. Let me see. Let me look. Get in here. Make sure I'm live. Okay. Can everybody hear me? That's the question. Let me see if anybody's online so I can find out if anybody can hear me. I got my earphones today, so I'm ready to take questions. Hold on a second. Somebody. Okay. So speak to me if you're in here so I can see what's going on. See if you can hear me, can see me good. Is everything working? Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about Referral Marketing 101, how to really make money online and offline. I just can't see. I can't see. I'm trying to wait and see if I can see somebody on here. Okay. So we're going to give it a few minutes. Just give it a few minutes before we get started so I can see who's online with me. That's what I want to see. Once I find out somebody's online with me, then guess what? We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. Let's try something. Well, let me see something. Oh, okay. So today, let me go ahead and send out my invites real quick while everybody's trying to get the notifications. So we're going to discuss the 3 steps to making a winning referral campaign and making money with referrals. That's what we're going to discuss today. Hold on a minute. The first thing, I'm going to go ahead and get started. You just have to catch the replay if you miss it. You just have to catch the replay if you miss it. Let me see. Let me see how this is working, because I need to know if I can. I'm still hearing the feedback from my end. Oh, there we go. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to wait for just a few minutes until somebody gets online, or I can keep this information to myself and just do what I know to do. Let me go get my notes. That's what I need to do. Okay. Let's talk about it. Referral marketing and how to really, really make money. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can, just let me know. Say something in the chat to let me know that you can actually hear me. The first thing you want to do the reason why people need to know about how to make money with their own websites and with referrals or whatever you're doing is because a lot of people are tagging people in their posts, and nobody's asked to be tagged in other people's posts. There are other ways to brand your business besides forcing your way onto somebody else's post. You invite people, you post on your page, you you post on your own page, and then you invite people to you, and then people will contact you when they're ready. But when you start tagging people and doing those type of things on your post and people didn't ask for that, that's going to turn people away from your business altogether. And then they may not even be able to see what you have to offer. Let me see if somebody can hear me. I want to make sure people can hear me when I'm talking. You don't want people to be turned off before you even get your business in their hands. It takes 7 to 10 times for you to reach out to a person before they even notice what you're doing. 7 to 10 touches before they even get started looking at what you got going. But if you turn them off because you're forcing your way onto them and they're not coming to you for it, then you're turning people away. So what you want to do is you want to position yourself as the expert or as the specialist, as the brand that people want to come to. How do you do this? You select a winning niche first. Your niche is your category, your topic, your whatever you're going to be promoting. Your niche is your either health, wealth, relationships, cars, whatever you want to do. You have to select a niche first. Once you select your niche, that's step one. You got to select a winning niche. Some niches are not treated as other niches. Some niches, you can have tons and tons of views, millions and millions of views. That doesn't mean it's making a lot of money because of the type of niche it is. So other niches, you might have 100, 200 views, but that 100 or 200 views can make you a lot of money because of the type of niche it is. So you have to start realizing, what type of niche do I want to be in? When you first pick a niche, you want to pick a niche that's solving a problem. When you solve a problem for other people, instead of just selling what people want, when you actually start solving problems and helping people solve their problems, you're going to make more money because you're solving problems that people have. People who are obese, overweight, they want to lose weight. A problem that we have, we want to lose weight. So if you come up with a solution and tell me how to lose weight, I'm more apt to spend money because I need this. This is what I need, not what I want. And if you have something to offer and it sounds good and it relates to me, then guess what? I'm more apt to spend money. So first thing you do is you find your winning niche. If you sell jewelry, that's a want, that's not a need. It still works. It still works, but it's more of a want instead of a need. Clothes, fashion, those are wants, not needs. They work. But when you position yourself with referrals, you want to position yourself with winning niches. So once you select your niche, and you can do this across all boards, you can do this with any type of niche that you position yourself with. The second thing you want to do is you want to find your competition. Who are the big bosses in my niche? Who are the main things? Who are the main things in my niche? Once you find out who your big bosses are in your niche, the people who are doing the absolute most, you're going to study what they do. You're going to reverse engineer their website. You're going to see what their website look like. You're going to look at how they set it up. You're going to find out the keywords they're ranking for, and you're going to find out if you can outrank or if you can get in the position. You don't need all of the pie. You just need a piece of the pie. So once you find out who the big bosses are in your niche, you can start modeling after their success and doing what they do. See, you don't see big bosses tagging you in the Facebook post. You don't see that because they doing other things to make their money. They know what to do behind the scenes to make their money, so they don't have to go out and do that type of stuff. When you see people doing certain things that's amateur marketing, and you want to position yourself as a professional in your niche. So whatever niche you're in, you need to position yourself as a professional. So you just have to catch a replay. If you're watching the replay, just catch the replay, type replay in the bottom. And then if you have any questions, you know how to find me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. The third thing you want to do is you want to, like I said, reverse engineer their site. There are tools that you can use to show you how much traffic this site is getting, if they're getting Google traffic. Now, every site not getting Google traffic because some sites are doing other things. They don't have to get Google traffic. But if they're building a brand and a big brand and they're already established, most likely they're getting Google traffic. That means they have a blog or some type of authority website set in place. Authority website is more than a 5-page blog. A blog versus static website. A static website is like one website with like 5 pages across the top, home, about us, contact us, gallery, and it just basically tells about your business. That's all the really static website does. Now, a blog continuously updates. You putting blogs on it daily, weekly, monthly, or often. So it continuously gives fresh content for Google. Google is the number one search platform on the net. Google is the number one search platform. So that means blogging still works. So if you blog about the right keywords that people are actually typing in Google and searching for, you most likely can get ranked on Google. You don't have to be in the top spot. You can be in the top 10 spots. You can get traffic even being in the top 100 spots. You don't have to be in the top 10 to get traffic. You want to be in the top 10 to get the most traffic, but you can be in the top 100 spots to get traffic to your website from that particular keyword. So when you want to start doing referrals, you have to find what pays and how it pays, and you want to search for certain things so that you can position yourself to make the most money possible if you're doing it to make money. You want to position yourself. So you can go to workwithray.com, workwithray.com, and you can watch the webinar presentation and get more details about what I'm talking about now. But the one thing you want to do, you can go to websites, find out how much traffic is my, hey guys, speak to me if you're online. I can't see who's on here, so just say something to me. If you're on here, let me know. But that way I can kind of know who I'm talking to. You want to know who is my competition. If you have a business and you say you don't have competition, you don't have a business. You have to have competition in your business. You have to, because a competition is a good thing. Competition lets you know that your business has search traffic and people are actually wanting what you have to offer. If you don't have any competition at all, it might not be a proven method. Nobody's looking for it. Now you have to go all through the extra of trying to show people about this, teach them about this, teach them how it works, when you could have just picked something that people already know how it works and you just letting them get it from you. So, I mean, I'm still not seeing nobody. I don't even know if y'all can hear me or nothing. Nobody said anything, but just let me know if y'all can hear me. Now, there are certain sites that you can go to that will help you find the things that you need about certain sites. Your competition is to be studied. You don't start a business without knowing what's my niche. You don't start a business without knowing who is my competition. You don't start a business without knowing, can I outrank this person? Can I fit in? Is this too high? Is the market too saturated? What can I do to brand myself, to set myself apart from what they're doing so that I can stand out and get traffic and make money from what I'm doing? The reason why you want to pick certain niches is because you want to position yourself. It's all about positioning. You want to position yourself to make as much as you can make for doing whatever you're going to do. If you're going to do something, don't you want to make the most at what you're doing? Or do you want to make the least at what you're doing? I mean, it's up to you. But if you want to do something, you want to make the most at what you're doing. So why not position yourself in the right manner? So if you want to know more, what you can do is go to workwithray.com. You'll be able to watch the webinar presentation. And okay, I still don't see nobody. I see people coming in. I see people clicking like. I can't tell if you can hear me. Let's see. Let me check. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I'm going to do another presentation with details showing you, only for the people who show up, only for the people who actually show up, showing you step by step how to go to these websites, research your competition, and start outranking your competition. You already have a website, then that means you already are 10 steps ahead of the game. Now, you want to start creating blog posts because blog posts is what allows you to rank in Google, and it's a search platform. That means people are actually searching every single day for something. So you want to create articles around what people are searching for. You already have to know what they're searching for. Then you create an article to answer the question. And then it's a long-term game. Blogging is a long-term game. It means that I'm setting myself up. I want to be an authority in my field, and I'm setting myself up for 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. I want to be an authority site. So in 10 years, I have 5,000 posts about this topic that I've educated people on. So I'm building an authority site. So when Google sees that you have all of this content on your site, as opposed to your 5-page site, they're going to send more traffic to you because they see that you're an authority figure in your field. You're not just a 5-page site just sitting there and touch it one time a year and don't touch it. No, you're building, you're steady putting onto your site. You're steady educating people or showing people or putting new products on. They see that, so they reward you for that with the traffic. So workwithray.com. Click on the link in the description if you can't remember the workwithray.com. The video is in there. It shows you in detail how to select a winning product to start making money on the internet. See, there are things you have to do in order to select a winning product. You can't just go out there and just say, I want to do this or I want to do that. You have to have certain things. There's a certain criteria you need to be looking for when you're selecting your product online. So, hey, TD, let me see if I can. You know what? I got my earphones, but I don't know if it works or not. I mean, I don't know if I can hear anything. So, you got your paid traffic, which is your right now money. Your paid traffic is your right now money. When you pay for traffic, that means I put $1 in, I get $2 back. I put 100 in, I put 200, I get 200 back. When you pay for traffic, that's like overnight success because you're paying for your traffic. So when you're paying for your traffic, you can get in front of a targeted audience. I want to be in front of a 25-year-old male, so-and-so. You can target who you want to be in front of because you already kind of know who you want to talk to. That helps you make money faster because you know who you're talking to, you know what you're going to sell them, and you know that you need to be in front of these people, but I'm going to pay to get in front of you. Soon as I pay, I kind of find out my stats, and then I know you could turn it into an ATM. You start printing money at that point because you know exactly what you're doing. Your blog posts, your YouTube videos, and things like that, that's your long-term longevity, organic traffic. That's your traffic I'm building it today. But in 5 years, people are going to still be typing in this word and I'm going to still be up there. I had a YouTube video that lasted from 2015 to 2019. I wasn't even in the company no more, but people were still searching for that detox tea I'm selling. You know what I mean? And I stayed on the top for all those years to 2019, or actually maybe been 2020. I stayed on the top of YouTube and on the top of Google for all of those years for one video. And when I got another video, one video, it don't have but like 20 or 30 views on the video. I done made $1,700 or $1,800 off the one video. Why? Why did I make $1,700 off one video with only 20 or 30 views? Because what I was talking about led them to an offer, and the offer that I'm selling, it was a $500 product, and then there was another package. I had 3 different packages running in their one offer. So my packages was like $47 a month, and then $500, and it was $997. So one person took the $997, one person took the $500, a couple of people took the $47 a month. That's how one video turned into that kind of money. I don't know exactly the stats. I got to find exactly the stat, how many people took action from it. So these are things that last forever. Now, when you're doing Facebook and social media, that stuff is good, but you got to keep doing the same thing over and over and over, because how long is your Facebook post going to last in front of your audience? That's what you got to know, the difference between social media marketing and search marketing. These people are searching for what you have, so you want to be positioned in front of the people that's searching, so that every month people are searching this keyword. Every month people are searching this keyword. I'm going to show you something. So let's just start here. I want to know who that other person is online before I start showing everything. I want to show something, because I want people to really get the understanding about these referrals. You got to think. Okay, a lot of people think referrals is just word of mouth. Word of mouth, where it is, but people are starting to get more creative in how they build their business. They're getting more creative in how they brand their business. It's still referrals, but you just have to be creative, because you ain't the only one doing it. It was a time when it was only a few people doing bird dogs, car referrals. It wasn't never a time when it was only a few people, but it was a time when it was less people than it is now. So the more people get into a niche, the more people to get into real estate, the more people to get into doing anything, the more creative you got to get with your own business. So let me give you an example. Let's say apartment referrals. Apartment Locators is a referral agency. Apartment Locators, apartment locator, apartment finder, that's a referral agency. That's all they do, is refer people who looking for an apartment to the actual apartment. The apartment pays them 1 month of the rent, or 1.5 month of rent, or whatever the deal is between that apartment and that. But with that, you have to be a real estate agent, or you have to be a broker in order to get with the apartments. You can't just up and start a apartment locator service without having your credentials. So you would have to have your credentials, or you have to be connected to somebody with those credentials in order to be apartment locator. So you don't have to go out and do all this type of stuff. You just have to get connected, find the apartments. Okay, how much y'all pay for referrals? The apartment tell you, okay, we pay the first month rent. The first month rent is $1,500. These people move in and make sure they put your name on the application. You the one that helped them find this location. The apartments pay you $1,500 when they move in. What did the apartment locators do to get smart? So many people started doing it. So many people started doing apartment locators. So what did apartment locators type of people? I don't know exactly which people, but what did these people do? They got smart. What did they do when they got smart? YouMoveForFree.com. It's apartment locator service, but they said YouMoveForFree.com. That means when you get an apartment and you tell them I sent you, we'll move you for free. That's an incentive. That's incentive marketing. They give out incentives for you to go through them so that they can get the referral. So guess what? If a person says YouMoveForFree.com, they go on there, they find all these different apartments, they find one they like. So they fill out the form or whatever, and then they go to the apartments, and then they say, okay, I'm moving in on this day. How did you find out about us? YouMoveForFree.com. They more apt to put your name on that flyer, because they know they're gonna get something when you put their name on that application. They know that they're gonna get to move for free. If they forget to put your name, they're not moving for free, because they don't forgot to put your name on there. So that's an incentive for them to put your name on that paper. Shoot, I'm moving for free if I get in here, so let me go ahead and put them on there. Now, the apartment locators know that you sent them. The apartment locators, when they get moved in, when they sign their lease, they automatically give you your $1,500. You take $200 or $300 out of your $1,500, get a truck, get those people moved. You still got $1,200 to $1,300 in your pocket from one move. So they got creative. It's still referrals, but they got creative with their marketing. It's still referrals. Everything is referrals make the world go round. It's not just this, and this. It's you have to get creative on how you gonna do your stuff. So you move for free, referral agency. They just in the real estate niche. They have to have you have to have your license in order to do those type of referrals. Or you don't have to have your license. You could connect with somebody that got a license and work up under them, and y'all work out, y'all deal with each other, but it's still all referrals. So you don't have to plan a year of content. You don't have to plan it. You just post your content day by day or week by week. Just post it. Just get it out there. Find out how many people are searching for it. Post it. Get it out there, because it's going to take 6 months to 9 months to rank anyway. Get it out there as soon as possible. At some point, we got to stop the planning and start executing, because we get in the planning phase and we plan and plan and plan. And then we don't never execute to get nothing out there. So nothing can come back if we don't never put it out there. Planning. It's a cycle. So you want to, when you get something, get it out there. Then you put something else out there. And then that's how you build on it. You don't just keep planning and keep planning. No, just do it. Do it and get one out there at a time. That's why you let people see you grow. You want to let people see you grow. You don't want to wait till you have it all together to start putting stuff out there. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm going to wait till I got this together. No, go on and put your stuff out there, whether your graphics is the best or not, it don't have to be perfect, because people are going to say, like they say to me, I've watched you grow. I've seen you this. I saw you when you was, and now I see you with this. They're going to continue to watch, because I can't wait. If I wait, then guess what? All of this stuff, I'll be starting from the beginning if I kept waiting. So you plan, then you execute. When you do I'm going to show you a real live example real quick. If I can't tell who's still on here, but I'm going to show you a real live example real quick on the on this other site. Who is sending me a message? Okay. You want to go ahead. I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. Let me just do this real quick. Hold on. Let me see how I can do this. And if you have questions, go ahead and ask me. Go ahead and ask me up in here. But I'm going to show you a real live example so you can kind of know what you got going. We already discussed this. You already know this, TD. But other people might not know it, and they're going to be watching the replay. See, and another thing, don't worry about the numbers, the vanity metrics. The vanity metrics do not matter. It could say 2 people watching. It could say 0 people watching. Keep doing it, because the person that spent that $9.97, when I had that video, I was going live on Facebook. This was a couple of years ago. I went live on Facebook, and I did I was talking about affiliate marketing and referrals. Same thing I've been talking about forever. The person that called me didn't watch my live. They watched the replay and called me and sent me a message the same night. It was later on that night they sent me a message. And then they said they wanted to get started. By Sunday, it was Friday. No, it was Friday that I went live. Saturday they called. By Sunday, I was sending an invoice, and by Sunday, I was having $9.97 in my account. So $997. That means that it don't matter who watching at the time. This stuff stays online forever. So if it stay online forever, guess what? Don't worry about the vanity metrics. You keep going. Put the content out. The content is what they're looking for. Some people don't like to be seen being live and all this type of stuff. Put the content out there. When they get the content, they're going to be ready to take action. This lady last week, I talked about the planner. She didn't watch it live. Later on, next thing I know, she said, I bought the planner. She didn't watch it live. It was a replay she watched. She bought the planner because she wants to plan what she needs to do. So she bought the planner. So don't worry about what's happening with these metrics. Ain't nobody looking. Don't matter. Keep planting the seeds. Somebody's going to be looking. If they looking 6 months from now, your content, if it's solid, if your content is solid and you're talking about something that's not a trend, That's why it's good to stick to solid topics, because you don't want to talk about trends that's going up and down, up and down. You want to talk about something that's going to be there forever, the evergreen content. You want to put your evergreen content in your marketing, because you want to be able to keep the people's attention. If you talking about something in your content, blogging about something that's trending, and then by the time you rank, the trend is over, then you doing a losing battle. You need to talk about evergreen content, stuff that's going to be around forever. Health, wealth, relationship, cars. You know why I say cars? I always say cars because cars is seasonal, but it's not just tax season. The beginning of the year is, of course, tax season, and it's when most people get it. Dies down around June when the kids go off to school for the summer. Picks back up around when the kids go back to school. Then dies down around about the closer to Christmas, a little bit closer to Christmas. It kind of died down a little bit because everybody, the Christmas shopping and all this. It picks right back up again. So it's kind of up and down a little bit. But if you knew what to do from the jump, my salesperson friend taught me this. When it's rolling, oh yeah, this is what I got. All of these. Wait, hold on. See, can I show this? Hold on. These are stubs. All of these is the money I done made from what I'm talking about. All of these is stubs. I'm gonna take a picture of it and do all that stuff. But all of these is stubs of the stubs. This all of this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be able to take pictures of all of it and show every last one of some $1,000 days. Because guess what? Let me find a $1,000 day one. Hold on, let me find a good one. $300 days, $200 days. Most of them 300. Most of them, some of them 200. Some of them 500. Couple of thousands. I was doing. See, what it was is when I had a dealership. Hold on, let me hide this part. I can't show y'all all that part. I had a dealership that paid me. What they do is they pay you $300 a pop, right? They pay you $300 a pop, but when you send 3 a day, when you send 3 in one day, they reward you and they give you an extra $100. So what I started doing after I started working with that particular dealership, I started lining my deals up just for Fridays. I started lining all my deals up. Oh shoot! Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna have to. Oh shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to be. I've been doing this since 2011. I stumbled upon this business. In 2011. I went hard on the business in 2012, and I started doing this full time in 2012. I was doing something else. In 2007. I was making money with my salon locator. I'm talking about car referrals. In 2011, I stumbled upon it, and then I started taking it seriously. I built my website the way my mentors told me to build my website. The 5 tabs across the top, it don't convert. So I made my squeeze page, which we always talk about, and I started having my one focus. Now, did I lose a couple of people because they didn't see 50,000 cars on the site? I probably lost about 5 people a month, maybe. But my conversion rate on my autoresponder form when they come to my site was 75%. Can I afford to lose those 5 people that's giving me a hard time? Yeah. You ain't talking about nothing. You can't drive but 1 car at a time. You don't need 1,000 cars. You probably don't even qualify for those 1,000 cars. You need 1 car. That's all you need. So I'm not finna kill myself putting up 1 million cars on a page for somebody who don't qualify for those cars. I'm gonna put up my page. We're gonna get you qualified. Then we let you look at the cars when you hit this dealership. So it's a certain way you got to do your business. Now you could put up cars so for ranking purposes, and if you know that the cause is good for ranking, you put them up for that. You don't put them up for the people because the people don't need the cause. They need financing. So you want to be able to know how to run this business. You got to be able to know how to run this business. I say I started out with cars. Well, I started out doing other stuff, salon locator and all this stuff. But when I started with cars, I had my car website. I moved over to financing. And then I had a loan site. So I went from cars, just specializing in cars, straight over to loans because now I can do personal, I can do business loans, I can do credit, I can do credit cards, I can do credit repair, I can do credit scores. You can steady leveling up. Every time you do something, you steady leveling up. So you start one way and then you move up the ladder. So even when you're doing, if you're doing the fashion, you can always move up and connect. I just had another fashion brand send me a message. They asked me for my media kit. They want me to send them a media kit, like the artists be having their little artist package that they send out to the. They ask you for those type of things. The average person don't have a media kit. They don't have they stuff together. That's why they can't move to the next level because they don't have they stuff together. I didn't have my media kit together. I just made it when they requested it. I hurry up and got it made and sent it over to them. So now I got a whole professional kit showing this is what I do. These are my stats. This is what I bring to the table. This is how much money I done made. These are who I done work with. And this is what I can do for you. This is how much I'm going to charge you. Hit me up when you're ready. So it's all levels. So now you got money coming from this business over here. You got it set up. Now you can have money coming from this. But you can't have money coming from everywhere at the same time when you just starting out, because that was the mistake I made. Money coming everywhere at the same time. I wasn't making too much money. I was making a little money when I thought I wanted to. You can't do that. You got to focus on one thing and get it working. Then you add another thing to it and then get that to working. So once you figure out how to turn a 5 into a 10, you just keep dumping those 5s in there, keep turning them into 10s. Then next thing you know, you dumping 1,000 in and turning into 2,000. Well, sometimes you're going to make 3 times, 4 times, 5 times your money. It depends on the niche you in. It depends on how you can convert your stuff. But if you could turn $1 into $2, a 5 into a 10, you printing your own money, because all you know is that's how they go. How I made 200,000 in a month. They spent 100,000 that month. They didn't just spend $20 or $30 that month to make 200,000. They spent 100,000 and they made 200,000. So they profited 100,000. So you got to just get in the habit of knowing that these people are not making those kind of numbers by spending the bare minimum. And they got other stuff going because they've been branding themselves the whole time. And most of these people on the internet, if they in these certain niches, they got blogs. They not eliminating blogs. They got blogs. So let me show you this website, because I done learned how to do something, so I'm finna use it. Hold on. Watch this. But first, let me say workwithray.com or workwithray.com. Okay, watch this. Okay. No. Here we go. Wait a minute. So with nerdwallet.com, they specialize in all types of. Wait a minute. Can y'all see that? Let me make sure y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Oh, yeah. They specialize in referrals, straight up referrals. That's all they do is specialize in referrals. Credit cards, loans, all types of stuff. When you hit on any one of these links and you say pre-qualify, or you say best credit cards, or whatever you want to say. Hold on, let me see something. I'm doing something wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Can y'all see this? Everybody let me know if they still with me. Okay, here we go. They got a side-by-side connection. So if you click apply now on any one of those cards, guess what it's going to do? It's going to send you to a referral link. A referral link. It's not going to be their credit cards. They don't have credit cards. They just a website that got creative in their branding strategies. They giving people what they want. So they put up a website comparing credit cards. You pick this one or you pick that one. It don't matter which one you pick. Whichever one is good for you, they're going to still get paid whichever one you pick. They're going to get paid for the lead of that credit card when you sign up. The company's done already set aside a budget. Every time you send us a person that want a credit card, we're going to pay you blah, blah, blah. They already have set aside the budget. It's already there. So this is referrals on a higher scale. When you look at this company, this is what they're doing to make their money. They making what? 40, 50 million a month? I forgot to look up exactly how much they're making. 40, 50 million a month, I think, doing this with credit card. Just this, and not only credit cards, but this is what they're doing. Referrals. It's referrals. A website, when you position it the right way and you talking about the right thing, it can make you a lot of money if you put the right stuff on it. We like to do things that we want to do. We like to do things that we like to do, and we like to do things that hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Hold on, let me see. Now, this is the loans part of the site. I hope y'all can see that. This is the loans part of the site. The loans part of the site, what is they doing? They listing, let me see. Oops, let me go here. Let me do it like this. They listing all the loan offers that they have, everything that they connected with, every single doggone offer. Don't matter which one you click on. When you click on this one, when you click on that one, when you click on this one, you check the rates or you apply now, they're going to still get paid no matter which one you click on. You ain't got to click on but one because you don't need but one loan. They got 20, 30 of them right there for you to pick from. Choose which one you need, which one is best for you, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to give you what you're looking for, send you to these people, and you're going to get what you need. They're going to get what they need. The company that's giving them the loan is going to get what everybody, it's a win, win, win. They done put together a site filled with referral links. But guess what they do? They help people. They're not giving people what they, let's say, want. They're giving people what they need. I need a loan. I need a credit card. I need this. They're more catered to anything in the financial realm. You're going to make more money. Anything in the financial world. That's why they say health, wealth, and relationships. Those are the top three. That's because of that. So this is how you do it. You look at what your competition is doing and you study your competition. You don't study the people that's doing no better than you. That's not who you study. You don't study those people. You study the people. Hold on. You study the people who are at the top of the game. These people got tons and tons of traffic coming to their website. Let me see. See what this one is. Hold on. Let me check this one out. Let me do this other one. Okay, hold on. Now, next thing you know, you got a competitor because you done found out who your competitors are. Stop people starting businesses and they don't even know what they're doing. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know who their competitors are. You got to sit down and focus and find out, what do I want to do? What niche do I want to have? Who do I want to talk to? in my niche. Who do I want to talk to? Who do I want to sell my product to? You can't sell to everybody. A family doctor, he don't make as much as a surgeon. When they come in for that dang surgeon, or I got to go to a specialist, or they sent me, the doctor recommend you to the specialist. The doctors, the family doctor, if something going on with you and they don't know what to do, they recommend you to a specialist. This person specializes in this. I don't specialize in that, so I can't do it. I'm gonna send. When the person specializes in something, you narrow down your focus and you get really detailed on what it is you do. Then guess what? You make more money because you specialize in something. What kind of hair? Okay, when I was doing hair, I was doing braids. That's all I was doing, braids. Then I niched down again and I went braids for men, women, and children at first. Then it was braids for men and children. Then it was braids for men. Then it was braids for Hispanic men. Now it was Hispanic men because I had a certain marketing strategy that I wanted to use to reach, and I know I could reach more, and I made more money by reaching those Hispanic men. I put all my ads in Spanish. I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I put all my ads in Spanish. I just had my picture on there so they can know I was black. The texture of the hair, everybody can't braid that kind of hair. Everybody can't get it to stay. Everybody don't have the product. They don't know what to do to get it to stay. So when they was getting their hair braided from other people, they told me this. My clients told me this. When they was getting their hair braided from other people, the hair would be gone in a day. In a day it'd be done unraveled and all of that. So when I did their hair stayed up a week and a half. They were happy because I was helping their hair stay up a week and a half, 2 weeks. And it wasn't staying up like that when they was going to they people. So they wanted to come to me. So then when they come in twos and threes at a time. It's too many people coming at the same time. I was braiding her. I used to get mad. I'm like, don't bring everybody at the same time. I ain't finna be braiding all this hair because I was specializing in something. So automatically when you everybody can't do it. So you got to find something that you're going to specialize in. And then when you know everybody can't do it, most people going to come to you because you're doing something that the average person can't do. Or you done perfected something that the average person ain't perfected. So what you're going to do is you're going to find out what it is this person is doing, how much traffic this website is getting. So let me show you something. Okay, I'm just show something. I'm going to show you something. I hope y'all can see this. Over here to the right, total visits a month, 22 million people every month searching this website. 22 million people every month looking on this website for something. But you know how long they've been doing this? They ain't just started yesterday. This is a long-term game. They didn't quit in 3 months when they didn't see no money. They didn't quit the first year because it wasn't happening fast enough. These people have been building and branding and building and branding and investing in themselves and putting money in and writing their blogs and doing what they need to do to build up to 22 million people a month searching. So as it goes down, hold on, let me let it keep going. Let me let it keep going. Hold on, I can't get it to go down no more. So let me show you something right here. Let me go back a little bit. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. I'm gonna show you what it say. It says traffic sources, direct 10%, referrals 0.78%, search traffic 86.81%. Search traffic, what that mean? People are searching for whatever they got on search traffic. That means when you have a blog, people saying blogging is dead, they lying. Blogging ain't gonna never be dead with Google being the number one search engine on the internet. Google is the number one search platform and YouTube is number two. So if it says search traffic 86%. 86% of their traffic is search traffic. What does that mean? You do the numbers. I can't figure out all them numbers right now. You gonna do the numbers. 86. Okay. 97% of that 86% is organic. What does that mean? What does that mean? 97% of that 86%, that search traffic is organic. That means that they done ranked and people are searching. They don't have to be in the top 10. You don't have to be in the top 10 to rank. You can rank in the top 100 and still get traffic. Now, you want to be in the top 10 because you want to get the most amount of traffic. But even if you're in the top 100, you still can get traffic to your blog from those keywords. It's showing you right here. 2%, 2.61% is paid. They only paying for 2.61% of that traffic. They not paying for, they building a business. You start out paying because you want that right now money. You start out paying for your traffic because you want the right now money. But then you building on the back end. I'm building these blogs and I'm doing my blog posts. I'm doing my keyword research. I'm posting content that I know people are searching for your longevity. This is for your 2 year down the line, 3 year down the line. So you might start out investing however much a month. It just depends on what you can afford. I don't know what everybody's budget is different. Some people can't afford too much of nothing. Some people can afford a lot of something. So it just depends on what you can afford. But they are positioning their organic traffic. They ain't got to spend as much money now as they used to because now they're getting organic traffic. That's a lot of doggone traffic. And it goes deeper in all that type of stuff. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Then you can go even deeper and you can find out what keywords do they actually rank for. You can go deeper than that and you can find out, which keywords are they ranking for? So then, let me see if I can do this. So you get in your keyword research tool and you type in they domain, whatever their domain is. I'm just using this one as an example because this one, I'm just using this one as an example because this one is in the finance realm. You can use any type of competitor, Top student loan providers, best student loans 2020. These are keywords that they are ranked for. These are keywords that they already ranked for. You have to go extensive with your research to find out if you can outrank them or if you can't, or if you can outrank somebody. You might can't outrank them because they done already been so far established, but you might can outrank somebody that's still on their front page or the second page or something like that. You can still outrank somebody. See, that's why certain niches is not great for beginners to go into because sometimes the competition is so high that you really, as a beginner, you don't want to go into those niches. You want to find a niche. When you learn this type of stuff, you don't jump into this type of stuff and go straight for make money online. You jump into this stuff, learn, do, teach. You learn it first, you do it, you find out, you prove it works, and then you teach it. You learn, do, teach. I learned it. I did it. I did it in the car business. I didn't do it in the make money online business. I did it in the business that I know that I can make money doing it. I didn't just do, man, I'm telling you. And I have to be able to put these together where I got to block out my name and the name of the dealership and stuff like that when you show it. But I didn't do it just by guessing. I didn't do it by guessing. I had to do some research and I had to do my due diligence, and I had to, when I stumbled across it, I didn't start making money right away when I stumbled across it. I was in it, but I might make one sale or one referral here, 2 referrals there, until I had my formula, until I got my site set up the right way, until I started getting my traffic. That's when I was able to actually make money doing it. I had learned how to turn a 5 into a 10. I had learned how to put my ad in front of those people. And then I moved into lead generation. And then I moved into this. you move into things after you do certain things, but you got to get one thing going first. So that's what you have to do. You have to get one thing, solid thing going. It's you can. I tell people all the time that you can do it any kind of way you want to do it. You can do any type of thing you want to do, but it's best when you find a product that helps other people. When you can help somebody else solve a problem, then you make more money. When you can help somebody solve a problem, if you just buying some, giving somebody what they want. Oh, that's cute. I think I want that. Oh, oh, that's a cute little. It could make a lot of money, but when you helping people, you get more of a reward when you helping people. Now, imagine helping somebody that they done got declined everywhere else for a car. It could be anywhere, anything, but I'm just saying car because that's what I did. I can't talk about something that I ain't doing. I got to talk about something that I'm doing. So imagine this. This person need a car, but they done been declined everywhere else. They don't know where to go. They can't get approved nowhere. Everywhere they go, they done been declined, but they still catching the bus and they need a car. They tell you about it. You know somebody, you know a dealership and you know a salesperson that can help them, but you won't tell them. What kind of stuff is that? You won't tell them? You won't tell them if you know the solution to their problem. They looking for a car. They need a car. They done been declined everywhere else. They can't get a car nowhere else. You have a solution. You got this person. You know this person gonna get them done. You know this person. All they need is 1,500 down, and they gonna drive away with a car. Now it may not be the car they dreams. It may not be that Phantom. It may not be that Bentley. It may not be, but you can get them in a new this 2021, 2020, 2019, something. You can get them in something really new and get them back established. What you gonna do? You gonna help them or you not? You're not gonna help them because of what? Bridging the gap, solving a problem. I help this person. That's why when people get their cars, they send me a message. Oh, thank you. I got this. And I'm so happy that I couldn't get approved nowhere. You helped me. I helped them. It may not be the type of help you thinking. See, so many people consider helping as trying to force people into joining their business and try. That's not helping people. You don't force people to join. You try to find a way that you can solve a problem. You get into a position where you can solve a problem for a person that got a problem. So I got into a position where somebody need cars, they got bad credit, they can't get approved nowhere else, they don't know where else to look. Then they run across me. And I say, I'm the car lady. I'm the car lady. I'm Dallas car lady. That's what back then, that's what I was. I was Dallas car lady. So I'm Dallas car lady. Let me help you get a car. Okay, what I need to do? How much you got down? I got 1,000 down. I got 500 down. I got so. As they telling me what they got down, I got 5-6 dealerships in my mind. This person, he ain't got but this much down. I can't send him here because he ain't got that much down. This is referrals. This is what referrals look like. Whatever you're doing, this is what referrals look like. I got 5 or 6 different things I'm connected to. Okay, he only got 500 down. Okay, I still got a place. Okay, I got a place over here. Now they're not gonna have the same type of cars that the people that asking for $2,000 down. They're not gonna have the same type of cars. You got 2,000 down, you got 500 down. They're gonna have some nice cars, but it's not gonna be the same type of cars that the people that's asked for 2,000 down. But they're gonna get you approved. What you want to do? You want to come up with more money to get this nicer car, or do you want to just get a car with where you at? Now they tell me what they can do. Get as close to 2,000 as you can. I'm gonna send you over here. You don't have a 500. I have to send you over here. This is referrals. It don't matter where they go. I'm still gonna get paid, but I'm helping them according to what they have. If you tell me you only got this amount of money, I can't put you over here with the Porsche Panameras. I can't put you in no Bentley when you only got this much. So with software, you only got this much. I can't put you in this particular program if you only got this much. I can put you in a program that's going to work for what you have right now, and then you can upgrade later. But I can't put you in a program with software because you only have this much. Now, if you told the truth and said, I got this much, then guess what? I can put you in this program and you can get the better tools and the better this and the better that. But you told me you only got 500 down. So I have to get you over here to where they accept the 500 down. That's how I'm able to make car sales. I don't sell the cars. I might have 4-5 people in different locations at different dealerships at the same time. That's 300, 200, 200, 300, 500 at one time, because I'm working with all the different salespeople. So you study your competition first. You find out what they're doing. You do it better. You do it better. All you do is do it better. You get your website up and running ASAP. You have to have your squeeze page. You can't, these people that you compete against, they don't know that you have to have a squeeze page. That's why they ain't making no money. They not making no money because they don't have their system set up. When you have a website with all them tabs across the top, you giving people so many chances to turn around and leave your site. You don't collect no lead. You don't get these. People don't see the importance of that. That's why they ain't making no money, because they don't see the importance of having a squeeze page. You can't force people to see the importance in having a squeeze page, but the people who understand the importance, you help them get to another level by showing them what they need to do next. Because everybody's not going to understand this, that, and the other. But if you have something that people know that they need, they don't take action because they know they need it. I can't force you to understand that you need it. I can tell you why you need it. I can tell you why it works. But if you choose it's been several people that got their own business. I say you need a squeeze page. They so scared to lose the nothing that's coming in, they won't even put the squeeze page up because they're so scared. You don't even have nothing coming in. What are you going to lose? Nobody's buying anything. Try this. Maybe somebody will buy something. They don't want to do that because they're so afraid. They're looking at these vanity metrics. The metrics say 500 people came to my site. You don't know who the 500 people were because you didn't have nothing set up. You don't know if the 500 people were bots. You don't know nothing about the 500 people because you ain't got nothing set up to track. To make money, you got to have tracking in place. Everything is about tracking and stats. Everything. It's all about tracking and stats. If you don't have nothing to track, no kind of stats, your squeeze page ain't set up. So when you have a squeeze page set up and people come in, they put in their name and their email. Okay, 100 people visited the page. 50 people signed in with their name and email. You got a 50% conversion rate. Now you know that out of every 100 people, 50 that come to your page, your site, 50 people going to at least sign in. Now you know you got a 50% conversion rate. So what do? I work on my page to get it up to a 70% conversion rate. I need to figure out what's going on this page to make 50% of the people leave. What's happening on my page? Is something wrong with my page that's getting people to leave? Now, let's say you get it up to a 75% conversion rate. 75 out of 100 people is signing in. You move on to the next step. You ain't tripping. You move on to a next step and you start working on something else. Now, if somebody don't come to your page at all, you ain't getting no traffic. You doing all this type of stuff and you're not getting no traffic and you ain't getting no sign in to your squeeze page. Something wrong with your messaging. Something wrong with the messaging that you're putting out to get people to your page. So now you need to work on the messaging and whatever you putting in your ads. Because now, if I know I got 75% conversion rate on my page, because I done ran this traffic, I done ran 1,000, I done got 750 people to sign up. Now I got numbers that I can go by. So if you run something and you start putting ads on your Facebook, Instagram, wherever you putting it, you start putting ads out there. Nobody's coming to your page and signing in. Something wrong with the ad. It's something wrong with the ad at that point. It's not nothing wrong with your messaging on your page. If you already know this, it's something wrong with so you got to kind of reverse engineer every single thing. Can't nobody tell you everything. You have to start. It's trial and error. Every business have to go through their own trial and error. So even if I'm helping somebody get to the next level, I can't do everything for them, because you still got to bump your own head. You still got to do your own corrections. You got to know what works for your business. I can't tell you every single thing. I can give you some pointers and say, this is what'll work. Try this, try this. But then you got to do it. And then if I give you the squeeze page and then I give you the messages and I give you, that's my business. That's not your business. When you do it, you got to put your own personal oomph into it, so you will know it's you. People will know it's you. And well, if you don't want people to know it's you, on the back end, you got some sites. Everybody don't know all my sites. Some sites people don't know it's me, but my messaging for that particular site is congruent. Everything has to be congruent. So when you're doing it, just depends on what all you're doing. You have to check your ads, your Facebook, your Instagram, your social media ads. If you're doing the free way, everything is free. Free works. It just takes a lot longer. It works. It just takes longer. That's all. It takes time. When you're doing free, it takes time. When you're doing paid, it works. It works faster because you're paying for it. You might lose a lot of money trying to get the winning offer, because when you're paying for something, you're going to have to trial and error with that. You could pay $100 on a campaign trying to run it to see if the traffic going to come. It don't get nothing. You just lost $100. Most people quit when they lose $100. You don't quit when you lose $100. Now you got your stats and you know what didn't work. You just keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking until you get the winning campaign. Then after you get the winning campaign, you dump a lot of money into as much as you can afford into something that works. Your main goal is to turn a 5 into a 10. If it's 100 into 200, if it's 1,000 into 2,000, 5,000 into 10,000, you're trying to double your money. Everybody is doubling their money. Well, not everybody. I'm not saying everybody. No. Most people are going to double their money. That's what you're trying to do. Now, when you get really, really good at what you're doing on the back end, you might 3 times it, 4 times it. When I'm doing the car business, at one point, I was like 5xing. I think I was 5xing my money. But guess what? It's getting saturated. So I had to do something else. It's getting saturated. A lot of people are doing it. And plus, I don't really, when you can talk on the phone to people. I'm not really the phone person. I don't like talking on the telephone and all that kind of stuff. But you can really, when you combine online and offline, you got you a winning thing. Some people don't like to do offline. I don't really like to do a lot of offline stuff. Now, since I learned about online and started doing more and more online, I don't really like to do offline. But when you combine the two, that's just more money you make it. So questions. If you have questions, it's going to be the best time to ask while we on here. If you haven't joined, go to workwithray.com, and you gotta find out who your competition is. Find out who the top dogs in your industry is. Look at their stuff and see what they're doing. Learn how to reverse engineer their stuff so you can kind of do something better. Even with YouTube videos, if you're going to do YouTube, find out who the top dogs are, reverse engineer their stuff so you can get ranked in YouTube. It's going to be Google or YouTube. Those are what you're going for. You're going for Google and YouTube. Instagram, if you're in the fashion world, you're doing fashion or any type of fitness is good for Instagram, but you want to try to position yourself on the platforms that make the most sense for the long term. You want to do something that's going to make the most sense for 5 years from now. Not today. You want to do stuff that make the most sense from, it was 8 last week because my last week it was 8 because my all of my stuff was jacked up. My software wasn't working. I got on and I couldn't get my camera to work. It wasn't connected. Nothing was connecting last week. So it ended up being 8 because I couldn't get everything connected. So today when I went live, it's always 7. But today I did it over an hour early. I had to make sure everything was connected. I got my headphones. I was ready. You didn't even show up. I got my headphones and everything. Okay. So I got my headphones all set up and everything, and I told you I was gonna have my headphones by today. Uh, yeah, but it's really. Oh, let me see. You want to see if it works real quick? You want to see if it works? Let me see if I can give you the link so we can call. You can call in and let me see if it works because I don't really know how this is gonna work. Where is my link? Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's the StreamYard link. Uh-oh. Let's see. Did it work? Can you sign in? I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. Hey girl. Okay, hold on.
Hi.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No echo? I'm gonna see if it's gonna work.
I don't.
Hey girl. Okay, hold on.
Hi.
I can hear you. The echo is because you have
You.
you have to mute your something in the background.
Okay. Let me try this.
I don't. Hey girl. Okay, hold on.
Hi.
I can hear you. The echo is because you have your.
What about now?
Girl, it's working. Is it echo on my end? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No echoes.
I'm not hearing an echo. I'm just hearing it repeating.
You hear repeating.
Yeah, it's just repeating. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'll say what we'll both be saying what we're saying, and then it will repeat after a few seconds.
Do you have headphones on?
Yeah, I put the headphones in to see if that would work, and it didn't work.
So when you put your headphones on, could you hear me at least?
Yes, I can hear both of us with the headphones and without, but I'm getting this repeat.
Okay, so mute your laptop.
Mute it?
Yeah, on your laptop, you have to mute your laptop,
Okay.
the sound.
But I don't hear you now, and I don't hear me either. I muted it.
You can't hear me through the headphones?
You got to say it again.
You can't hear me through the headphones when you plug your headphones in. You can't hear me through the headphones. Headphones?
No, I couldn't hear you through the headphones with it muted. I couldn't
You
hear
can't hear
me
me through
or
the
you.
headphones? Oh, see, your sound is supposed to come. That's what I had to do last week. I had to get my sound has to come through my headphones, and now I can't hear me. I can only just hear myself talking just but the air. But I had to mute my laptop so I wouldn't hear that feedback. So the sound is supposed to come through your earphones to hear me.
Okay.
And you shouldn't be able to hear both of us. You should just be able to hear. I can't hear myself through my headphones. I can only hear you through my headphones.
All right. Um I I am not hearing me through the headphones.
Oh, because he said, do you have, hold on, read this. Does she have YouTube open on her side? If she does, then she needs to close it out.
Yes, I do have YouTube open. So if I close YouTube,
Okay, yeah, try to close YouTube. We got the tech support up in the
okay,
camp.
this might disconnect us. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's see.
All right. You're still there.
Okay, so hello.
Yes, I hear you. And I
Oh, well,
don't
that was
I
it.
okay, yeah, that was it. Thank you, TD. Okay.
TD, tell them we got the now we okay. We moving somewhere now. We got our tech support on the line. Okay. Can he hear? Can you hear both of us, TD? Okay. Let me ask him. Can he hear us?
Okay.
Let me see. I can't type. Okay. Now, if you had any questions, I don't know. I asked him. Did he hear? Can he hear both of us? I can't see you though. You don't have your
I
camera on.
don't, I don't. You don't want to see this mess. You don't. But I did kind of see if it would show because I tried to open it a little bit and I do see that it would work. Here, I'm gonna let you see this mess.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm in the
What?
middle of curling my hair.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It's cute.
Okay. So now I
uh,
do know because this is the first time I've actually used this camera on my computer. So now I know that it works. Okay.
okay, so now we know how to do it. Okay, we know how to go live and hear each other. You know, I had to get my headphones because I was having the same problem you just had. So now you know how to call in. Okay, now this is gonna be better because we gonna get better as we grow.
Right.
Okay, what kind of questions did you have? Did you have any? Did you get your stuff set up?
I haven't gotten it set up just yet. But I'm going to be looking through the things that you put up in the group when we get
Mm-hmm.
off of
Okay.
this live.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yes.
Okay, he said he can hear both of us. And so we
Awesome.
doing a good job. Look at us.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Did you pick your niche yet and everything?
Well, yeah, remember it's the fashion niche and then
Okay.
also I did oh, and I'm sorry about Saturday. I didn't know Saturday was your Sabbath. I was thinking Sunday was. But anyway, remember I told you that I was getting another domain name.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
that one's in travel. That one's for travel.
Okay, sounds good. So
So
we
I've
gonna have
got
to
two that I'm going to be working with.
that's good. Did you find your competitors?
No, not yet.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that'll be the first thing to do so we can kind of move on the fast track when you get to find your competitors and find out what they're doing and just get it popping.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds good. Well, yeah, last week I had the problems with the signing in and I mean everything went wrong when I was trying to sign in. That's why it ended up being so late. But it's really at 7 on Thursdays. But I just had such all these technical issues last week and I was like, dang.
Okay.
But yeah, I got it together now.
Well, I hope you're going to leave this up so I can go back and look because I thought it was 8, so
Uh-huh.
I missed most of it. So
Okay, okay, I'll leave it up. Uh-huh.
okay, good.
All righty. Well, that was nice talking to you. And then, okay, if you have any questions, just put them in the group. Um, that way, because you'll be able to reach me better in the group, and I'll be able to kind of respond better in the group.
Okay,
All righty.
sounds good. All right. Well, thank you, Ray, for doing this and showing us the ropes. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, you have a good one.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, TD. Okay, you gone too? All righty. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. Um, that's it and that's all. Let's see. Okay. And if that's it and that's all, then I guess I will close out tonight. Good show. Oh, thank you. Why do you call in? Can you call in and say something? But the link is where's the link? Hold on. I'll find the link. That's the link. Waiting. I'm waiting. What? Oh, I got a little pop thing when you came in. Okay, hold on. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, we doing it now.
See, got it working. See, that wasn't hard.
Oh, okay. So you didn't. You know what? I never knew how to do all of this because it's just a lot of stuff till you got to connect.
It takes a minute, but once you get used to it, you know, it
Yeah.
becomes
Yeah.
secondhand.
So did you understand everything I was saying today?
I did.
Did it make sense?
It did. Mm,
Oh, okay. What's wrong?
back of my head hurts. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you didn't hit it, did you?
No, I think I
Hmm.
probably the way I was sleeping because I know I kept tossing and turning and couldn't really get comfortable. So that's probably what it
Oh,
is.
okay.
But
Uh
yeah,
huh.
it all made sense. Especially see because the part that I be kind of heavy listening to is when you're talking about like the content, especially like for
Mm-hmm.
blog posts,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just a matter of like you just have to keep putting that out there. That's why I made the comment earlier about planning to have content consistently
Uh huh.
for for at least a year should be
Yeah.
like a pretty good strategy for the most part because like I say it takes a while to rank
Yeah.
in Google, especially if what you're trying to rank for is something that a lot of other people have already ranked heavy for. So it's like
Yeah.
you're trying to get on page one, but you got
Mm-hmm.
somebody on there who's on page one that's like conquered the niche for the most part. So it's like
Yes.
you like look, I might not be number one on page one, but if I can be number five on page,
Yes.
if I can just touch the hem of number five on page one, if I can just
Yep,
touch
that's right.
the hem,
Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh.
my finances might not be able to meet,
Mhm.
but if they can just wave at each other and see each
Yeah.
other, you know, we in there, we in there. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for much.
Yeah, yeah.
They might not be able to come up and shake each other's hand. They can just see each other and hey, how you been? I've been fine. How about yourself? I've been doing pretty good. If they can just do that, we good. That's
But
a
you know
good
what?
that's it's a good place to be.
But you know what? I
What's
got
up?
some stuff that I had I was ranked for like 5 keywords on the
Hmm.
on the top. I was like number 7 and number 8.
Hmm.
I lost my rank. I lost my rank and went down to like, shoot, I was probably on the 6th page. I just got and it was like, this has been months, but now I just got an email. My rank is going back up. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it goes up, it fluctuates, it goes up and down, but you got to keep.
Hmm.
It's
That's
kind of
why you
like you
gotta
got to
keep putting
keep.
the stuff out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
cause see, I didn't know if cause I think isn't the technical term for it called article marketing? I think that's what it's
Uh huh.
called.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Uh huh.
So like it's always some new stuff coming along, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, okay, so does this still work? Because
Yes.
everything's moved to video on YouTube and whatnot and social media, and I'm like, that's all cool, but like, does article marketing still work? Because people
Mm-hmm.
still read. Because even when I'm on Facebook, I still see mostly articles being posted and promoted. Like it's like a couple of videos. It might be a couple. Okay, I'm gonna say a couple. It might be one video with some information actually being
Mm-hmm.
posted, but
Mm-hmm.
overall, the information stuff that gets shared and posted are articles from websites like movie sites and tech sites, all that stuff. It's all article marketing. It's all articles that
Mm-hmm.
they promote.
And
So
since
that's
Google is the top, number one search engine, what are
hmm
they ranking? What are they ranking? They ranking articles.
right. Exactly.
You didn't bring me nothing back? Really?
Yeah, I'm still at work.
Oh, okay. But when
Yeah.
so if Google is number one,
Hmm.
they have to rank articles.
Okay. Okay.
And so and then with YouTube being number two, they ranking
Hmm.
articles first and then video, but articles is still number one because Google is
It's
the
in the
owns
kitchen part
YouTube.
over there. Well, fine then. You ain't got the cold now. Shoot. Just eat the cold burrito then now. Sorry.
You know we
This is what
live, right?
happens at work. I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, you talk about you want it hot, go microwave right over there. Microwave right over there. Just saying. You'll never master this system if you don't master warming up burritos at night.
So we gotta stay focused on because what like I say the hold on, let me let you finish.
Look to your left.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we gotta stay focused on when you post an article or
Hmm.
blog article, whatever.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do more of the posting. Then it's a way that you can do your YouTube videos and then transcribe those and turn it into
Hmm.
an article. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you
Do
mentioned
you?
that.
Yeah,
No, no, I'm
yeah.
glad you mentioned that because I saw this. I saw this guy made a YouTube post, a YouTube video. It was maybe 2 minutes long,
Uh-huh.
but he had okay. So like what he did, he posted a picture of a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and it showed up in the news feed, and he put at the top. He put it. He wrote, um, "Here's her Instagram information."
Uh-huh.
And when you click on the link, it takes you to the video. The
Mm-hmm.
video, he starts talking. He says, "We're going to start this off by first with the beauty of the day." And then he shows her picture and he gives her Instagram information. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, he's like, "So, you guys been looking to make some money and whatnot." Okay, so if you've been a person who's followed Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I was just sitting there like, holy shit,
Mm-hmm.
that's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, that is brilliant. I was like, he picked because I was like, okay, on one hand, okay, the picture obviously catches people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's promoting her at the beginning of the video, so she can't just be like, hey, you using my picture and you not giving me no credit. No, he didn't. He used your picture and provided the link in your name so everybody can want to find you. He put you at the front of the video. So he's covered his base on that. And then he starts shooting his information. I was like, damn, well, check that
Mm-hmm.
out. I was like, I never would have thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
But the
then
thing
I was
is, you just
impressed.
gotta start doing one thing at a time. Just do one thing, get it done. Do something else, get it done. Do something else, get it done. Like me, my goal is, remember, I'm doing one YouTube a week, my
Hmm.
one
Hmm.
live a week. But
Right.
now I gotta crank it up now. Okay, I gotta do two. I gotta do two videos and then one live. I'm gonna do two videos, drop two regular videos, and then one
Hmm.
live a week. You know what I mean? And then I try to crank it up. And you just keep doing. First, you just do stuff enough to get consistent, and
Right.
then after you do, I don't care if it's one post a week. I don't care,
Hmm.
just long as it's one post a week. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
It's consistent. You're not letting a
yeah,
long time pass. It's not like you're doing one per month or
yes,
one every blue moon. It's like
mm-hmm,
every week there's new activity. So the
yeah,
algorithm can grab onto that because it's like, okay, every time when I sweep around and I sweep in
yeah.
that direction, I see new stuff pops up. So I'm gonna keep an
Yes.
eye on this. And then as it keeps going, it's like, okay, let's see what's in this. Okay, rank. And it might,
Yeah.
like I said, even though it may not be on the first page, but it caught its attention. And as you just keep going, keeps ranking. And then what people don't realize, I think, is it's gonna appeal to somebody because somebody is going to be looking for this.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
when these people who are looking for it, when they find it, a lot of people are on social media when they're on the internet. So a lot of them will like let's say it only 50 people might be looking for it. Just say 50.
Mm-hmm.
But out of those 50, five of them may share it on their Facebook, their Twitter or something.
Uh-huh.
So
Mm-hmm.
that puts
Mm-hmm.
more eyes on it, if nothing else. And so now that share to Twitter or to Facebook might bring 10 more people to look
Mm-hmm.
at it. And out of the
Mm-hmm.
10, one of them might share it, and it just keeps going and going because, that's the idea of how it works, basically.
And as you build your list of your email followers, whenever you
Hmm.
post a blog post, you send an email out to your people and you let them
Hmm.
know, hey, I got new content, or your social media goes to your blog when you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain ways we got to do it to make sure it makes sense. But
Hmm.
now as the list is everything. The building the list of email list
All
is
right, how y'all
every
doing? Sure, thank you. You should have it. I had like three of them already. Hilarious. Thank you.
So as we build our list is growing every day, right? So
Right.
when we put out a new blog post, it's 5 people on our list. But then when we put out a new blog post in 2 weeks, it's 10 people on our list. So every
Hmm.
time, and we bring in traffic back to our site, that traffic is still getting us more authority. You know what I mean? Like we steady,
Right.
the more we build our list, the more authority because we steady driving people back to our home. Your blog is where your home is. Your squeeze page is your front door to your home. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Right.
so you don't keep driving people back to your squeeze page. You drive people to your blog after you get your squeeze page set up. You didn't already captured them. So now you're driving people to you taking people off of social media, off of Pinterest or wherever, or
Hmm.
Facebook, or back to your dang blog. And from
Right.
blog to YouTube, back and forth. I
Yeah.
created a YouTube video. I created a blog. I created YouTube. That's it. You're not really sending people to your Instagram. That's not
Right.
beneficial. You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
sending people from Instagram to your blog. Everything goes to your blog. That's the main,
Right. That's
and
the main
that's
part.
yes, that's the main part.
Yeah.
And then
Everything
once
else
you
is
get,
just supposed to draw it into that. So you're
that's
not really
right.
trying to drive people to your Instagram, to your Facebook. The idea is people find your Instagram or your Facebook, and then it's like, okay, what is this? Oh, click link, follow, and it's like, oh, interesting. Okay, and then they go from
Yes,
there.
yes.
Right.
And the only reason I did the car, I always harp on cars, is because that was the first thing that made me the money the fastest. Because
Hmm.
people are visual people. People
Hmm.
are so visual on the Facebooks and the Instagrams. You can post a BMW and
Hmm.
get people to click and going to get people to fill out your application because they want to be whether they get it or not, they're gonna fill it
Right.
out
They
because they
they want a
visual.
car regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be a BMW, but
Yeah,
they want something. Like you got a lot of people who don't have cars, and then
right.
you have a lot of people who have a car and they know it's time for them to get another car.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And when I went through, I said I could because I was saying, where is my proof? I got proof. When I was going to my dealerships, I was
Hmm.
saying, I was saying, can you give me a copy of this? I didn't know why I was doing it back then. I was saying, I need a copy of this. I need a copy of it. I was doing it for my taxes too. But see,
Hmm.
some dealerships they don't pay you with checks. They pay you cash. So
Ah.
these
Hmm.
right here, this is not
Hmm.
all of it. This is just part of it.
Some
These are
of
the
it.
actual, yeah, these are the actual stubs right here. These are these
Ah.
are like
Okay.
the I'm telling you, it's a lot. But some dealerships pay cash. They don't have no
Right.
paper trail. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like a
Right. Right.
but
Under the table, mama's the bird. Here you
but
go. We appreciate that help. There you go. Right there.
that's the
See
reason
you
why
next time.
the insurance and the all that good stuff go hand in hand once you set it up the right way. The stuff that everything wait a minute. Yes, when it comes down to the blog, we talking about the website. But the website, when you continuously post on it, they call it
Hmm.
a blog. It's like a web
Right.
log of activity. So I'm telling Shantae because she asked the question.
Okay.
So all of that stuff play a part, and it gets you. Now you don't have to do it like this. I'm just telling you what I did. I had to go with something that was making me money. I'm not. This is this is my version of referrals replace somebody else's version of a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I did
Mhm.
referrals full time the way somebody else would work a job. But then
Right.
after I did referrals, I learned lead generation and I learned how to add on to my referrals another 13, 14,000 a year lead,
Right.
and then another 30 something thousand a year just from leads. So then I
Right.
slid from referrals and added the leads on. Now I'm starting to, you know what I mean? So now it's time to start. Now this YouTube channel, we finna start working on the YouTube channel now.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's like everything. You just find one thing that you can
Hmm.
do consistently and find out what's gonna, and then make it. You just have to make it work. You know, you just gotta make it work.
It's
But
basically
that's
like
just what I did.
it is like working a job, but the difference is like you can work a job and like you can come to work every day, punch the clock, do the same work over and over and over and over again. But the thing is, you never can like you can't really set yourself up to get ahead to the point where you come in and you don't have to work as hard or as many hours. Like
Uh
when you
huh.
first starting off, you could be prepared to do, like you could be prepared to do. Let's okay, we're not gonna say eight. Let's say when they first start, they come in and they do 4 hours a day working on, their blog and their content.
Uh huh.
Eventually, you get to the point where you've put in so much work and investment and time into
Uh
your
huh.
blog content that now instead like okay, so let's say you post three new articles a week. Let's try that
Okay.
number. Let's say you
Yeah.
post three a week and you do that on a consistent basis. Eventually you'll get to the point where instead of you having to post three a week, you'll be able to get as much recognition for just posting one a week because you've got so much content already built up so
Yes.
that when you every time you bring a new person in, like at first they come in, it's like, oh, they've got 5 articles and they may browse through those 5 articles. But now
Uh
you've been
huh.
doing three a week and you've been doing it for, let's say, for like 6 months to a year. So now you
Uh
got a
huh.
site with about, let's say you got a site with about 150 articles. Now,
Uh
every
huh.
time a new person comes, they can be on that site and just be there for an hour or more, and you don't have to put another 100 up within that time frame. Just the fact that you've got so much content to begin with, you've got
Uh
plenty
huh.
to keep them there. So now, when you add just one more article, that still updates. The algorithm is notified, and that's something new to bring a person in or to bring someone else back.
Uh huh.
So it keeps going. It's just like with a YouTube video. Like a person may have only 5 videos at first, but then as they
Uh
build
huh.
up, like they end up with like you be like, I like this person's content. I like their videos, so I'm gonna watch. And then you go to their channel and first, oh, they only got 5 videos. Well, I'm gonna watch all 5 videos. Then after some
Uh
time goes
huh.
by, they've got like 30 videos. So now it's like, ooh,
Yep.
30. Okay, I'm gonna go
Uh
through all
huh.
30 of these videos. And then,
Yep.
ooh, so and so got a new video. I'm gonna come back and watch that one too. But now it's like, say, you don't have to do one every day or 3 or 4 times a week. Now you can do one or two a week and you still getting the recognition. Or you may still be doing, let's say you still may post 3 articles a week, but now
Uh
you know what kind of content your visitors are looking for. So now
huh. Uh
it's
huh.
easier to do the content because it's
Yes.
like, okay, they like let's say cars. The people that come to my site, they like articles about this involving cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, I'm gonna do one article about something else, but I'm gonna do
Yeah.
2 more articles about this. or I'm gonna do one article about this that draws it that most of my traffic is looking for, but I'm gonna put these
Mm-hmm.
other two. These other two are something that other people do look for, but just not as much. But I can use them to draw people in. But since it's like you know what to write about, so it's easier. Now you ain't got to be sitting there like, what am I gonna write? What am I gonna say? Now it's
Uh-huh.
just,
Uh-huh.
like you be going through the course of your day and be like, ooh, pull out your notepad and be like, I got an
Yes.
idea. I'm gonna write about this and this and this and that
Uh-huh.
and that. Okay, cool. I got three ideas. So and then through the course of your day, oh, I can put that on there. I can add that on there because now you know because you've been doing it so much, you just know what to do. It becomes it's you don't have to think so hard about it. You just know now because you've done it enough. It becomes what they call it. It becomes like second. It becomes second nature to you.
Second
That's what I'm
nature.
trying to say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
And see, another thing is, see, a job to me, well, I 97, jobs ain't been fair to me. So you ain't gonna make a
I'm
thousand dollars a
jealous, but
day
I'm gonna be
at no
cool.
job. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make 300. Well, some people. I wasn't making no
Not most
300
people.
a day.
Not most. The
Yeah.
majority of people ain't making that much. Plain and simple.
Yeah. And I wasn't making a,
The matter of fact, for anybody else who may be listening to this,
mhm.
um, 1/3 of the whole American population is not even employed.
Right. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
like, that's not counting, uh, elderly people and
That's
children. We're
true.
talking about just able-bodied people that are old enough to work and able to work. You got a whole
Uh-huh.
1/3 of the population that is not employed. They are not working. And then in
Uh-huh.
regards to jobs and money, yeah, you have some people who have some good paying jobs, but like on average,
Mm-hmm.
most people make right under 30,000 a year. Like once you hit the seriously, most people don't make a lot. Most people don't make a lot of money. That's why, like when you see people that's talking about dating requirements, and they be like, "Well, I got to have, I need a 6-figure man." Do you know how rare that is?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, not.
Just 6 figures. You know how rare that is.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the majority of people. Like you might have a crowd of 100 people, and out of that 100, maybe 5 of them are 6-figure earners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That the rest of that crowd is most likely to be made of people making between 24 and 40,000.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm kind of being generous saying that
The
because
40. Uh-huh.
yeah, because it's more like 24 to 30, but I'm being a little generous. So like when I hear that about the 6 figure, I'm like, dude, that is very few people that hit that number. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
now don't get me wrong, it's a lot of them there. But when you juxtapose the number of how many there are doing the 6 figure compared to how many people there are that are working in general, it's a very small
Mm-hmm.
percentage. It's a small number. So yeah, you're not gonna make
Shantae
that
back in
much.
the building.
You're
Yes,
not gonna make
hi.
you're not gonna make that money.
Hey, Shantae, what you want to say?
Oh, you know what? I just plugged in just in case I did want to say something
Oh, okay.
while you guys were talking. But I was thinking, when you were talking about, you're not going to be making these figures that people, you know, the American dream wants you to believe you could make, working for someone else. It's like, they're holding cheese in front of you, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you
Yeah.
just running, trying to catch up to that cheese, and and they know it. And I think that a lot of people know it too, but they have just given up on it. They just outwardly they say they believe in the American dream, quote unquote, but they don't really. They know
Mm-hmm.
that it's not attainable.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But you
Not in
know
that
what?
way, anyway. Not in that way.
I sat down with
Not working.
a
Oh,
insurance
from
agent, one of my
this card's
friends.
not working.
He had a hold on a minute. So I had a friend that was an insurance agent. So we went out it was some years ago, like when I first started this particular business, my
Mm-hmm.
car referrals. We sat down across from each other because he used to have a shoe store. I used to get all my shoes from him, and then his shoe store kind of closed down, and then he went into insurance. We sat down across the table from each other. We talk numbers. When I talk to my friends, I'd be like, "How much you making?" You like, "How much you making?" We asked each other those questions. I didn't even know it was offensive until I met somebody who wasn't making no numbers, and then they get offended. But I never knew that it was offensive because I always ask people this, and they be like, "Oh, I make 1.9 million a year, or I make so and so, or my company makes." I didn't know. So and then so we sat down, and he told me how much he was making. I was making the same amount. He was working 8 hours a day. I was working 2 hours a day doing what I do. And we was making about the same amount of money. Now we wasn't at those six figures or nothing like that. We were probably about 60, 65, somewhere around there. But I was working 2 hours a day and I had time freedom and I could go to anywhere I want to, anytime I get good and ready. And he was working 8 hours a day. And I was like, somebody else is controlling. That's why I'm so big on this internet and building these sites. I don't care if it take 10 years. You're going to retire faster than somebody who took 40 years working on their job. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it takes 20 years to figure it out, well, no, it shouldn't take, because I didn't have me when I was doing this. When I started this, it wasn't no me's. I didn't know about, when I started this, Google was just now kind of getting popular way back when I started. And I was doing like websites for people and I was doing services. I was providing marketing services. I wasn't doing internet marketing in 2001 when I first started my business. I was doing like graphic design and web design. But now the internet is so powerful. These YouTube videos and you can go from 0 to 100 in the matter of 1 year. You have to it got to be consistent. Like one guy was kind of on the internet and he was showing his numbers and he was already a 7-figure earner, but he was showing how when he did the Google ads, he added the Google ads onto his YouTube channel. He didn't even add Google ads because he didn't want the crumbs. He only added the Google ads because he thought YouTube would push him out more if he had the ads because they split the revenue. So he said YouTube will probably show my video to more people if I enable the AdSense. So because of they split revenue, they want to partner with people who making money so they can split the revenue. So he just turned his ads on.
So is that what happened? I mean, what he thought would happen, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what. And but the first month he made like $1,000 with the AdSense, and he was like, "Oh, I'm about to turn this off. It ain't no money to him." You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, but he kept it going because he was trying to do a case study. Once you get to a certain level, you're just doing stuff just to do a case study to see the results, so you can show other people that it works or not. So the next month he made like 1,800. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm just kind of giving you the third month. He was like at about 1,900. He's like, "Oh, this ain't no money. I mean, why would I do this?" He already making money with his own products and services that he sell through his YouTube channel. So 9 months in, he was at $7,000 extra a month. You know what I'm saying? And then like a year in, he was like at about $8,000 extra per month, just the Google ads alone. Wow. But a year of consistent uploading, he said he had to take it to 3 uploads a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He started uploading 3 times a week. It ain't gonna just work with 1 upload a week, and you only doing 1 up. It's like, but you got to just start somewhere, and then you got to crank it up. If you want to see certain results, you got to start one way, and then you just got to crank that bad boy up. But you can't start out. Maybe you can't start with 3 times a week because you know what I mean. I'm trying to get myself in the hang of it. That's why I'm doing once a week. But as I get in the hang of it, I done did that. Now it's time for me to crank it up. You know what I mean? Like I can't stay at once a week forever. I got to move it up to, even if I just move it up to twice a week, and then I go another month, and then I ram it up to 3 times a week. But I have to rev it up at some point, because if I stay at once a week, I ain't gonna never hit the goals that I done set for myself. So I gotta kind of keep on cranking myself out. All right. Edie trying to say something?
No, I was saying, like the thing about it, even if you're just doing, even if a person just starts off doing once a week, because you got what it is, you have. Yes, sir. What's the room number? 341. Okay. You just need a key, right? Okay. Excuse me.
He go. He done
Hmm.
left us.
341. All right. Woo, how do you sit over here with this heat?
Yeah, what you were saying that you were doing like two
Not for me.
hours a day, you said, and you were making about
Here you go.
65,000.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Easy.
that's
Here you
pretty
go,
good
sir.
though. That's pretty good for 2 hours.
That's the way
That
I
sounds
like it.
really
Cause
good.
I got stuff to keep me occupied.
Oh, we gonna have to mute him. How do I mute him?
Really? That's how you treat.
You talking too loud for this live.
Anyway. Anyway, now continue because I'm
No,
back
you
so I
were
can
about to
finish.
say
But
something, TD. Go ahead.
okay. No, I was saying like a person might start off with just like one time a week. But the
Uh-huh.
thing is, as long as you're consistent,
Exactly.
eventually it gets easier.
That's
So
right.
then you can go from one a week to two a week to three a week to four, 5 times a week. And as
Mm-hmm.
you continue to do that, you will start to see things like same thing like with a blog, like okay, you're doing one article a week, then you're getting
Mm-hmm.
to 2 articles a week, you get three a week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you're gonna see like all of a sudden say, oh shoot, I'm making money. No, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that. But what you
Mm-hmm.
will notice is like you start looking at your traffic and it's like,
Yes.
oh, more people are coming to the site. So that's good. I'm on the
Uh-huh.
right path. Ooh, this just got I posted this and I did some backtrack on my analytics and I see it got shared to Facebook. Ooh, someone shared this to Twitter. Ooh, two people
Uh-huh.
shared to Facebook. And
Yes.
you start seeing the progress. And
Yes.
then as you keep going, it gets bigger and bigger. And like I said, the more you do it, it becomes easier and easier. So that's the thing
Uh-huh.
about the repetition of it, because like I said, you start to get an idea of what to write about, what video to do, you know, what kind of post to make
Mm-hmm.
because of the experience and the repetition. Like I said, it becomes a habit, and then it's like, just do this. So now, whereas like, okay, like it might take you 2 hours to write one article. Now you can write it in 1 hour,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah.
get down to
Yeah.
the point where you can do it in 30 minutes, or you get to the point where you know how to make the outline, and then you can submit it to one of those writing services, and then they can do it
Mm-hmm.
for you because instead of you just saying, well, I need an article that says this and this. Now you've got a better grip on it. So now you say, I need an article. I need it 500 words. I need it based on this, and I need these two
Mm-hmm.
keywords to pop up at a
Mm-hmm.
ratio of 1%. The
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
repetition, it just makes it easier because you keep doing it, and eventually you start to master it. So
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think also the one a week is basically for me anyway, it's the discipline. That's going to be the disciplining.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I do need discipline, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, when I was working from home, I was getting up and getting on the computer doing the work and stuff, but I was still miserable. I was like, okay, this isn't making me happy the way I thought that it would be,
Mm-hmm.
because I was still working for somebody else. I was still dog tired. But if I could discipline myself to do that for my own business,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I know that I'm doing that for me, and I know that it's
Yeah.
building up my crap,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and not somebody else's.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Makes sense. And it makes a
exactly.
difference.
mhm.
And you're just not working for financial freedom. You're working for time freedom. You want to be able
Oh,
to,
absolutely.
your business want to, you can, money can be being made at 3 o'clock in the morning. Money can be being made when you over on the beach or when you go to Vegas or when you
Right.
overseas, or money can be being made because your system is set up in place to run even when you're not doing no work. So the 2 hours a
Right.
day thing is because I have a system set up. They come through here. This happens, this happened, this happened, and then I
Mhm.
send them on out. I don't have to sit at a dealership all day and try to sell a car. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I'm not the one that's selling, doing anything. I'm the one that's just referring and recommending. But I
Mhm.
gotta know my people that I work with. Like, if you're
Mhm.
doing software, You got to know what this software company offers in order to get somebody to the right software. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be offering Get Response or Aweber and you don't even know what Get Response or Aweber do. You know what I mean? Like you got to
Right.
know exactly, okay, you need an email system. I recommend this one. And then you get paid off the recommendation, but you got to know exactly what these people actually need to give them what they need. You know, if you got
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that you kind of know the need so you can fulfill the need you don't just recommend anything. You got to recommend something that's going to suit the need of the person. Even if now sometimes the people don't recognize that they need it. That's the hardest thing to do is get somebody to realize that they need something and they don't really understand the importance of having an email list because the email list they ain't never had one, so they ain't been making money. So if you ain't been making money, you don't know how you can make more money because you ain't been making none at all. But if you've
Mm-hmm.
been making some, if you've been making some, then I can show you how this is going to help you make more. Now these people are easier to work with because they already been making some. But if you're working with somebody that ain't made none, it's kind of hard to get them to see anything because
Right.
it's like it's hard. So you got to kind of know who you want to talk to. I don't want to pull teeth with this. I don't want to try to force you to the water. I want you to
Right.
already know that water quenches your thirst and I'm just going to lead you to it. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
so that's kind of where I'm at with it. But yeah, I had a good time tonight. This was a good one.
Yeah, I
Cause just
agree.
Because just like when you were saying that you were working, less hours than the other guy, but you guys were making like pretty much the same amount of money,
Uh-huh.
and like time freedom. One thing about that, like when I was trying to say earlier, when I was like, there's like you can't really go to work and set yourself up so that your whole week is a smooth week or you don't have to do
Uh-huh.
anything to it. But like in the case of marketing like this, you could like let's say you'd be like, okay, I'm at the end of this month, I'm gonna take a whole week off. I'm going out of town, do this, do that, blah blah blah. So
Mm-hmm.
then you can spend the previous weeks setting up like videos and content
Mm-hmm.
that you can have just backlogged. And then
Yes.
on that Sunday before you leave, you just basically have it all lined up, then set them all to, publish and push out on specific
Yes.
days.
Yeah.
And at the most, you might need to pull your laptop out and be like, did that print? Okay, that posted. Did that show?
Yeah.
Okay, that posted. Okay, all right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Back to the beach. Did that show?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the beach. Is that
Oh
okay?
yeah.
To the beach. That kind of thing. So like you got a whole week's worth of work that you bless you that you
Uh-huh.
accumulated and set up for like through the course of the month, or depending on what your work ethic is, you could set it up in one day. Like you could
Yes.
choose to do like, okay, today I'm gonna work for 8 hours and set it all
Mm-hmm.
up that one day, and
Yeah.
then that next day when it happens, you just hit the button for everything to distribute, and just be like, all right, Monday morning
Uh-huh.
while that's distributing, you just waiting on my flight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, when I went to Vegas
Thank you.
and I every morning I got up, I checked my stuff, I made sure my ads was in place because I pay for
Hmm.
traffic. You know what I mean? So I I
Hmm.
I just have to make sure I pay for my ads, make sure they in
Hmm.
place, and I'm gone. But I have to do
Right,
this every morning because I got to place my ads now. I got to do this. It takes 5 minutes for me to run my ads, go on and put my
right,
money in, and by the end of the
right,
day, I'm gonna check on it again and make sure that my
right,
ads ran and I got some conversions, and then I'm going to bed. But
right,
I can still go
and
to Vegas and enjoy myself without having to worry
right.
about nothing.
And realistically, you really don't even have to have like I mean, you could bring a laptop with you, if you feel like you might need something major. But overall, you can just grab your phone and just be like,
Oh,
okay, did that go perfect? Did that go? Did that go? Okay,
yes.
good. All right, close
Yeah.
out, done. All right, back to the beach or
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. That's this fun. Uh-huh. This is okay. So we're gonna do this thing. Now in the group, I'm gonna start posting. We gotta start utilizing the group to like to communicate with each other whenever we have time or if somebody have questions because everything not going to be on the YouTube live. Some stuff is going to
Right,
be in our group, you know what I mean? So we're going to be able to communicate in our group and do more detailed type stuff, you know what I mean?
Yes.
right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have to get to using the group because I actually don't like Facebook, but
Oh
I know
yeah.
that I need Facebook for this, so I'm gonna have
Uh-huh.
to
Why y'all
get into
why
it.
y'all don't like Facebook?
Oh boy, Facebook.
Oh well, well, to me, it ain't no money on there like it used to be. With me, it's like it used to be a money machine back in 15, 16, maybe 17. And then
Okay.
Facebook, um, the algorithm changed. A lot of the people don't see your post no more.
Mm,
And stuff like, I mean, for me it changed because it ain't no money machine no more. You know what I mean? And so you have to move with the times. You don't want to still be on MySpace when Facebook done took over. You don't want to still be
Right.
on Blockbuster when Netflix done took over. So you got to kind of move with the times. And right now, the times is saying YouTube. That's what the times is saying. So you got
yeah,
to stay ahead of the game, or move with the times. So Facebook is good for groups and the group settings, but it's still good for making money. You just got to know how. You know what I mean? Like you
what
just
to
got to
do.
kind of, and it's kind of, why would you do all of that to? I mean, might as well go back to a job, a job if you want to work that hard to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
Is it
so you want to
is it
kind of, mm-hmm.
is it more like they're leaning more towards paid traffic as opposed to the free traffic they used to be able to generate? Or
Yeah, with the
I'm just asking
algorithm.
because
Yeah, it is. But with the algorithm on you used to be able to get a lot of traffic. Like I said, I made that. I had $2,000-3,000 from that one Facebook Live, and
hmm
the people, the man that the first person that paid from that live, he didn't watch the live. He came on after the live, and
hmm
Facebook used to show your post to more people. That's your personal
mm,
profile. So then now it's got to a point to where only a certain percentage of your people on your friends list. That's why we made it a point to make our friends list so big, because we had a bigger audience. But now if only 5% of people are seeing your post, not even 5%, not even, because if I got 5,000 friends and
hmm
10% is 500, 500 is 250. I mean, you know, 5% is 250. They ain't even seeing the post. And then then you move over to paid
Oh, okay.
ads. Yeah, and so
hmm
if somebody don't engage, that's why engagement is so important. Because if
Right.
somebody
Okay.
don't engage, Facebook gonna show your post to the first few people. If nobody engaged, they're not showing it to nobody else.
Mm,
If the first few people engage, then they'll show it to more people. But if they don't engage at all, they're not showing it to nobody. So that's why if you got a bunch of friends on your list and they're not engaging with your post, it's a
Right.
waste of space, because they're holding you back. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why like when I started seeing people with those um when they were recommending like ways to get more followers and engagement on like a Facebook what do you call it, not a like a fan page,
Uh-huh.
and they were doing stuff like they were doing all those giveaways and stuff. And in the
Mm-hmm.
giveaways, they were like, in order to be considered for the giveaway, you have to
Like, share,
like,
subscribe. Yep.
share. Okay, I
Comment.
get it
You
now.
gotta
Now I see
comment.
why they,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So the
well,
engagement would show it to more people. And okay, I got it now. All right, cool. All right.
is the fan page? Should we consider having a fan page and not just the regular Facebook page?
The fan page is good, but if you want to run paid ads, you have to have a fan page in order to run paid ads. So when you
Right.
start wanting to pay for your traffic and you want to target people, it's good to have a fan page. And then also a fan page is good if you start working with brands, if you're in the fashion industry and you decide, I don't know how you do in your fashion industry, but like say for instance with me, modeling clothes, if a brand say, hey, we want you to model our clothes, and then they ask me a certain thing, I say, I got this many followers on Instagram, I got this many followers on my Facebook fan page. That's good for that type of stuff when you want to show numbers,
hmm
or when you want to run traffic, paid traffic. But
hmm
more, you really need it all. But you really kind of need it all when it comes to certain things for show. You want to show the certain numbers so that you can show your
Hmm.
reach. You just want to be able
Okay.
to show that you can reach this many people. This many people is how much I reach on Instagram, or this many people is how much I reach on YouTube. You just want to show your reach. So it's good to have uh, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, you know what I mean? But then you also showing them your main platform where you really operate. I operate on TikTok and I operate on Instagram for fashion. I operate on
Okay.
Pinterest for fashion. So it just depends on your niche. But a Facebook page is only good for basically to show your numbers and to run paid traffic. It's not really good for nothing else.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So I don't make most of the people that contact me, they like a guy signed up today. He just sent me a message and said, "Could you send me a link?" He was in my personal page. He wasn't on my fan page. So
Okay.
a lot of people that reach out to me, they done seen me a whole bunch of times posting. I post in my stories. I post in my stories. I get way more engagement from posting in my stories. You can see how many people post. How many people are
Watching
how
your
many
stories.
people are watching your stories and engaging, and then you can kind of see you got 5,000 people on your list, but only 20 people engaging with your post, but 700 people watching your stories. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
it's you just got to kind of do your metrics and find out what works the best, because you can't do everything all the time. You just got to pick the ones that actually work for you.
Okay.
And then
So,
also you and then also you got a lot of like people that are just haters in general, like on
Mm-hmm.
social media, like for the stories, for example, like you got people that be like, um, I just want y'all to know, um, when I click on your stories, a lot of times I didn't do it on purpose. I was just waiting on one of the other stories to finish out, and I didn't close out before yours popped up. And like they be like they proud to be like, I'm not looking at you. Don't nobody care about you. Be
This
like,
is this is what you do for that. So this is what I do. You already know
mm,
this happens. You already know that people accidentally get on there and they wasn't trying to. So you put
mm,
one, two, three, four, five stories. You put one after another after. If a person clicked through all five in a row, they meant to
mm,
be there. If a person just clicked the first one, and it might
mm,
have been an accident, because most of the times when they hit that first one, it might be an accident. But if you put five, three or five in a row, this part, this part, this part, this part, and then they go through all five in a row, they meant to
mm,
be there.
they're
So
paying
you can't
attention.
say, you know what I mean? So I would do, sometimes I do two, sometimes I just do stories all the time, because I'm in the habit of advertising, period. So I do stories because I know what I'm looking for. And so that's how I gauge it. I know that first one might be an accident. You probably, because I accidentally get on people posts sometimes, and I'd be like, oop, let me go on and click like. You know what I mean? So I said, oops, I accidentally, okay, well, let me go on and click the like and move on. But I do give them a like if I accidentally end up on there. Sometimes I'm just washing dishes and something done happen, and then I be done, and so I can't really get off of there fast enough. But put two or three of them or four or five of them in a row, and you're gonna find
mm.
out who meant to be there and who didn't. Because it's gonna get a little bit lower every time. It might be 700 this one, 650 that one, 500 this one, 400 and 200. But those 200 people, they made it all the way to the end. It's kind of like a funnel. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a
Yeah.
funnel, because it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. Who's finna say something?
Not me this time.
I mean, I was just agreeing with you about the funnel. I was just seeing it as the funnel, like you were saying. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like a funnel process, but you just kind of want to, if you're putting up content, make it content relevant to what you got to offer. You know what I mean? Like it could be a good quote, a motivational quote, a cute picture, a good, you know what I mean? I lost weight today. Whatever it is, just kind of make it so you can get that engagement. As people watch you, people have to watch you 3 to 6 months before they take action most of the time. They don't just take action the first time they see you, because people in the back of their mind, they want to feel like you're going to be there. Nobody wants to join you on the first day of seeing you. They don't know if you're going to be there tomorrow. So
Hmm.
sometimes when people hit me up, like, I do different things. I charge for consultation calls and all this other stuff. somebody will say, I've been watching you for 6 months. Oh, I've been watching you for like 8 months and I really like what you're doing and I'm ready. Now they ready.
Mm-hmm.
So had I not been consistent, people want somebody say, every time I open my Facebook, I see you right there. You know what I mean? Like they every
Mm-hmm.
time they open it, they see my post because I'm consistent. It's intentional. You know what I mean? Like it's intentional for me to be consistent on there. Now this is when it was really doing what it needed to do. You know what I mean? But it still does what it needs to do. You just got to be more intentional about it. You just have to kind of be more creative with your ways, and you got to just kind of know what you're doing on there. And stories are a good way to do what you need to do on there.
Okay.
Hmm. Look at us covering all the ground tonight. We gonna get this
I
thing going,
know,
ain't we?
I
Yep.
know, right?
What else? Y'all ain't finna keep me up to no midnight.
I'm not gonna keep me up to no midnight. What are you doing? You, I'm not keeping myself up to midnight. Hell,
I think
Oh,
that's.
I'm waiting
I
on my
mean,
relief.
uh, you think what?
I was just saying. I think that's it for me. I just, you know, I need to get going. I need to
Uh
get going,
huh.
and then more questions, more firm questions will form.
They will. Yeah, the more you do, the more questions you'll have, but you got to do it in order to know what questions you're going to run into. Now, the reason why I'm starting to go back to 2012 on my, because I started to see like the 7 and 8 figure earners, they always take you back. Nobody wants to know that you just started this today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go all the way back to show you the proof from when I've been doing this. I started this, and then I just happened to find all my dang stubs. And these ain't all my stubs. These is just the ones I can find. But I'm taking it back to show this is how long I've been doing this and how it's gonna be way more in the private stuff. You know what I mean? I can really show all the numbers in the private stuff. I can't show everything on the live. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
but when you take it as far back as you can and you actually start showing the proof, people can see it more. This I can do this too. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
people will
Yes.
kind of see that I can do this too if they kind of know if you just do this. Now I can't guarantee that a person will make anything doing anything because I don't know if they'll really do anything or not. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell a person, oh yeah, you'll make this amount and that amount, and then the person quits in 3 months. So you can't really tell a person what they will or can't do. But I'm just telling you the steps I took and what I did, and you can the steps are the same whether you have Popeye's chicken, Church's chicken, you know what I mean? Like it don't matter what kind of chicken it is. It's the recipes only change. The formula don't change. You still got to put the batter on the chicken. You still got to put seasoning on the chicken. The seasoning might be different, but it's still seasoning. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So the formula stays the same across any niche. Any niche you do, you got to research your competition. You got to learn your keywords. You got to outrank your. It's all the formula stays the same no matter what the niche is. So once you figure that part out, then you can go ahead and start moving one. They say get 1% better every day, one post at a time, one this at a time. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
One thing at a time and just keep on. But you got to put in your mind. The only thing that people mess up, they don't put in their mind that I'm going to be in this thing for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. No, 3 months later, this ain't working. You done planted all the seeds and now you want to quit because you don't see the tree yet. You know, like you don't want to plant all these seeds and then just because you don't see a tree in 3 months, you think it ain't working. The tree is still underground. It got to take root first, and then it's gonna start to sprout. It's still underground, taking root. So
Mhm.
that's what people gotta really understand. It don't just I just don't want nobody to quit before they see the results. That's all. I just don't want nobody to quit before they see the results because this is some I mean it's some good stuff. And the
Some
more I'm
powerful
learning,
stuff.
yeah, the more I'm learning, the more I'm going to teach. As I, you know what I mean? I'm still growing too, but I'm going to help as many people as I can because I didn't have the training. I didn't have nobody saying step by step by step. That's why it took me longer. I had to figure this stuff out. I made this stuff from zero. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
dang, I had to figure out how to make this work. Then somebody's going to tell you how to make it work. Yeah, you can make it work if somebody's telling me how to do it. So That's kind of what I
That's
want to do.
awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for figuring out how it works and telling us. You're like a
But
woman in motion, like Nichelle Nichols or something.
uh, yeah, we're gonna tell a lot. I mean, we're gonna help a lot of people. I mean, well, if they want the help, we're gonna help a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
can lead them to the water, can't make them think.
That's right. That's right. So
I like
y'all go
that.
what?
What TD said, you can lead them to the water, but can't make them think.
Oh, uh huh. So
I can't
yeah,
take
but I
credit for that. I got that off of well, which one was it? The third Friday movie.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
okay,
All
okay.
right. Well, I'm gonna watch. You're gonna leave this on for a little bit so I can go back and get what I missed in the beginning, right?
Yes, I'm gonna leave it on, and then I have to leave it on anyway because it's gonna be other people watching, and I have to. Well, I just gotta leave it on. Period. I gotta leave it
Okay.
up.
Okay.
I can't lose my 2 or 3 views that I got.
They'll grow. They'll grow.
I can't afford to
They
lose my
will,
2 or 3 views.
Okay.
cause
Well,
what,
I'm gonna go
cause
back.
what's
Go
gonna
ahead.
happen is you're gonna do this one video, and it's gonna be the one that's gonna take off.
Yeah,
And then the people that discover you after it takes off, they're gonna go back to all the other videos,
yeah, that's
and the
right.
views
They
are just
binge watch.
going.
Yeah, yeah, they binge watch. Okay, y'all, I got to get out. Yeah, I'm going to. Y'all finna have me going to bed early tonight. We done did all this talking. We did good though. This was a good one, wasn't it?
It was a good one. And
Hmm.
so I might be going to bed at midnight because I'm gonna watch this over again. Well,
Hmm.
the first I think I came in 55 minutes into, so I'm gonna watch it up to 55 minutes, and then I'm going to watch the stuff in the SBC group.
Okay, sounds good. All righty. Well, I'll talk to you next week or in the group.
Okay,
Okay,
sounds
have a good one.
good. Bye, you
Okay,
guys.
bye.
Have a good night.
You too.
You have a good night. You're gonna have a good night, TD.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a good night.
This
Give
was
me
a
some
good. Was
medicine
this really
first.
a good one? Though, was this a good one?
No, it was. It was. Well, see, all of them are good because you give a lot of information. It's just
Hmm.
it's like you said before. It's like to people who it's just like, you know what? It's just like someone trying to lose weight. To people who've never done it before,
Uh huh.
it seems impossible. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem realistic. To
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who have actually lost weight before or lost a lot of weight before, once you explain to them the steps, and it's like, okay, so you were losing weight this way. Okay, well, you can change it up and do this and then do that, and you'll lose it
Hmm.
again, but it'll be a little more consistent, or it'll be easier to maintain if you do it. And if they've already lost weight before, then they'll be like, oh, okay, cool, I can see that, because
Hmm.
they've done it before. But when you have like a lot, because like you have the people online who try to help people go into business for themselves,
Hmm.
but you also have a lot of people who just go on there and point out everything is a scam.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And oh my god, and that's just as big as one. Because I forgot his name. It's a guy who I watch on YouTube from time to time. I don't watch him as much as I used to
Uh
because
huh.
he's kind of going off into the conspiracy theory side, and I'm like, God, I'm sorry, I can't. I when y'all get into
Okay.
conspiracy theories, I can't. I'm like, oh, nope, nope, nope. I don't want to hear that shit.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I remember one of his first videos because he started out from the bottom, and he one
Hmm.
of his first videos, he said, you guys are always looking for a way to make money. He said, let me explain something to you. He said most of these things that they tell y'all online to make money with, they work. The
Hmm.
problem is most of y'all don't invest enough time into them, or y'all
Hmm.
don't invest enough money into it. He said, I'm not saying you got to spend your life savings to make this
Hmm.
money,
Hmm.
but you guys need to, like, you need to at least get comfortable with the idea that you're gonna have to spend anywhere from like $50 to $100 a month. Now that might
Yeah,
seem like a whole lot at first, but you got to realize you spend $50 to $100 a month on a whole lot of stuff
I
that
try to
don't
tell
make you
you.
no money.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, but as far as that, he said, they out here got y'all thinking most of this stuff is a scam. And he's like, no, most of this stuff works. You just need the time. Like because he was like, people were putting me on the apps, that would make you money. And a lot of people say, oh, that's a scam. And I found that it wasn't a scam. You just had to stick with it. He said, like, like to make money off
Mm-hmm.
this app, I had to just keep sharing it on my social media and talking about it. And that's what I was doing because I didn't have nothing else to do. I was living in my car, blah, blah, blah. And I kept doing that. And the next thing I know, I made like $100. I kept doing it. Then I got
Mm-hmm.
200 and did it some more.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6. I was getting like $1,000 a month just from this
Mm-hmm.
one app. And I'd only be on this app for an hour a day sharing it, talking about it. He said, so it works,
Mm-hmm.
but, and I'm not going to lie. When I ran across him, I had gave up at the time. I was like, man, this stuff don't
Yeah.
work, bro. I ain't finna do this, man. Like, I've been
Uh-huh.
looking for this since I was 19 years old, bro, and I ain't found nothing that worked yet. Man, I'm done, man. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna work a job and be satisfied with that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then ran across
Mm-hmm.
dude, and he was like, "Nah, man, this stuff worked, man, but people just don't want to put the time and effort." And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that had me kind of like, okay, maybe it is something to this. I'm not sure because, and I think I told you this. I think I told you this. I think I told you this before. Got it out.
Calm,
Okay.
calm down.
No, no. But what happened was what made me really start thinking, okay, this stuff really can work, was because I fell into that whole how to get women to like you niche, how to get girls niche.
Oh yeah.
Because one night
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, and I was just like, okay, well, because I ran across some guy's email that came to my account, and I was like, man, you know what? I got nothing else to do tonight. I ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
date. I'm just gonna read it. And I started reading the email, and he was like, click this link, go to my page. And I was like, click the link, went to the page, and I just started reading, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
really? Is that all it is? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it and I said, okay. So I said, all right, let's let's try it.
Mm-hmm.
And for that whole week, I tried it
Mm-hmm.
and it was working. And I was like, okay, so if this information works,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm pretty sure the money stuff that they telling online works too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was what really like so that's what really pulled me into it because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, there's something out here that works. If this works, then I'm sure that there's people putting out other stuff out here that actually
Mm-hmm.
works. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so then the money thing was harder because, like I said, I didn't like I knew people that were good at getting girls, so I could just be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's what they're doing. That's how it's working.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen guys do this. Okay, I got it. But with the money thing, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really know anybody that was making money, so it was just like that whole okay, it worked, but, and then
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
were like, okay, let me show you. And I was like, can't hurt. Let's try
Yeah.
it. You know, seriously, I'm not gonna lie. I was
uh,
just like, at that point I was
uh-huh.
just like, man, all right, you know what? Okay,
Uh-huh.
cool. How much it costs? $10,
Yeah.
$20? All right, here the 20 is. What else?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
$10? All right, here. What else?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
$50 a month? I bet. Sign
Uh-huh.
me up for that. All right, cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is what I do. Copy this, write it like that, get these pictures. Okay, cool. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Done. And then before even any money came through,
Uh-huh.
I was getting names on the email list. And I was like,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Because I
Okay.
was like,
Uh-huh.
because I had never gotten anybody on the email
Okay.
list. So I was like,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
okay, this is a start. Maybe this has something to it. And then a couple of referrals came through and some money came.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I said,
Oh
okay,
my. Oh
right,
my.
exactly. Oh my. So then I went and
10 ain't
put
slow.
I just said. So then I put it in and I said, okay, so let's try it again tomorrow. I did it the
Uh-huh.
next day. Same thing.
Uh-huh.
A few names on the list, a couple referral fees came through. Okay. And
Uh-huh.
I did that for like a week. And then I said, what if I post the article? What if I post the ad in Illinois?
Uh-huh.
Let's
Uh-huh.
try it.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing. Same amount and everything.
Yeah.
Except I did it in the place you told me to go. Then I tried Illinois.
Uh-huh.
I did them both at the same time.
Uh-huh.
More referral fees came through and more email signups. And I was like,
See? Uh-huh.
it's real.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
real.
yeah.
It does work. It exists.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It's here. It's possible. You laughing? I'm so serious. I'm
Uh-huh.
serious, man. That's how I was looking at it. 'Cause I was like, I knew it was real. I knew it was
Uh-huh.
real. I just I just needed to know how. Because that's when I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I was like, you done figured this out. So you've been doing this for a while and you done put the two and two together with the three and the four.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, all right, so like what else do you know? Because when you had mentioned when you was like, I don't work a 9 to 5. And I was like, cool for you. And he was like, I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since the 90s. What?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
You're so silly. Uh-huh.
I'm for real. Cause
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'd heard of that. Cause okay,
Mm-hmm.
just back to what you said earlier in the video when you said like you and the guy was making the same amount of money, but you had the
Mm-hmm.
time freedom.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if if I was making $30,000 a year and
Mm-hmm.
just putting in an hour a day or 2 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
5 days a
Mm-hmm.
week, child,
Uh-huh.
I would get up. I'd be like, I'm gonna start at 8 o'clock. I'm done. It's 10 o'clock. Now what I'm gonna do for the rest of my day? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But whatever I do, it's gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the thing. Like I said, the get women niche is what like revitalized me into looking at. Because like I said, at first I was like, man, stuff ain't real. They just selling me hype on the internet. Forget it, man. You know it is what it is. But like I said, when that took off, that's what got me. Because I was like, if they giving this game away online, then
Mm-hmm.
obviously they're giving away some more game out here.
Yeah, yeah.
There's got
But
to
you
be
know
some
what
more
else?
out here.
You know what else the thing is? Like some of the companies that we have access to, everything is not going to be on YouTube because people know what information they're giving out. You know what I mean? Like every single thing. That's why
Hmm.
they have paid programs. That's why they have courses and stuff like that because they give
Right,
you certain things inside the course that they don't give on YouTube. Now somebody
right,
else maybe done gave it on YouTube, but
right.
if it's in my paid course, certain things you're gonna have access to that the free people don't have. It wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like it's just not fair for me to charge you $10,000 for some information that I gave somebody for free. You know what I mean? So people know what they give it away for free. So it's
Hmm.
only so much of the free information that people are gonna give, and then after so much information, it may be out there. Now, I'm not saying you
Hmm.
can't find it, but you don't know what to look for. People don't know what
Right.
to look for. And so the people that charge you, the people that charge for courses, they charging
Hmm.
because they done laid it out step by step by step by step. That's why they charging because it's all in
Right.
order. Now, if you want to go all over the internet and try to piece it all together for free, you'll still get it, but it
Good
might
luck.
take you 10 years to get it. You know what I mean? Because you got to
Right.
figure out, you don't know what is uh reverse engineering. What is, you don't
Right.
know. I mean, like, so people don't know to search for reverse engineering. They don't even know what it is, so you don't know the terms to search for. You don't know how to search for this or how to search for that or anything because you just don't know. So that's why people charge so much for their courses because it's information in there that you can't get on YouTube, if you can get it, you know what I mean? But so
Yeah.
certain things that you're gonna have access to with the programs to get connected to, it's
Hmm.
certain programs that's gonna float around like clickbait. It's gonna float
Yeah.
around YouTube because everybody, that's the that's the one that everybody gives out for free. But when you
Right.
start getting deeper into your paid, you know what I mean, and you start kind of really showing that you're serious, they're gonna give you different types of programs to get connected to that's gonna make sure that you make the money you're supposed to make because they see you serious. But the
Right.
people that the free people is gonna get clickbait, how to make money with click. You know what I mean? Like, so
Right.
it's gonna be different levels and different steps. And the more you take your steps, the more
Mhm.
people are gonna give you the okay, now do this, now do that. It's steps. You know, you can't get this before you even
You
do that.
you it gets to a point where you have to, and people may not like this, but they'll be okay. You have to pay for some of this stuff because
Yeah.
you can get all the free stuff that you can get all the free that you want. The
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you pay for is
Yeah.
is the connecting tissue. Because like
That's
with
it.
the back to what I was saying about like when I had found the whole get the girl niche, that whole thing.
Uh-huh.
The
Uh-huh.
reason why I can watch the free stuff now and I can actually, get the idea off and implement it and whatever, because I've bought the paid stuff in the past that had like the connective part that, made everything come together. If I had
Mm-hmm.
never
Mm-hmm.
bought any of that, the free stuff would not make sense to me. So that's why I tell
Yeah.
anybody, like, once you buy the paid stuff and you
Uh-huh.
you study it and you understand it, it
Mm-hmm.
actually makes the free stuff make more sense because it's
Uh-huh.
the underlying. It's like it's the connective tissue that puts it all together. Like the free stuff is the foundation, and you can learn off
Yes.
of that pretty good. But once you get the paid stuff, that's the part that pulls everything together. Now you can go from step one, step two, step
Yes.
three, step
Yeah.
3A, step 3B, step
Yes.
four,
Yeah.
step five, step
Mm-hmm.
5-1, step 5-2, step 5-3. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the thing. So it's like, and a lot of people you like what was it? I had a friend. Now I'm not gonna say friend. There's a girl I knew, and her thing was she wanted to increase her profile on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, "But the thing is, I don't like putting myself out there on social media." And I was like, "So how is that gonna work? How you gonna increase your profile and you don't even want to be out there in the first place? That's kind of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. Like if you want to increase your profile but you don't want to be out there, then guess what? It's not gonna work." And
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her and a couple people, I said, if you're trying to get more followers on your YouTube and your Twitter, Instagram, and your Facebook, I said there are plenty of programs out there. You have to pay for them,
Mm-hmm.
but they will show you how to make it happen. I said the information is out there. Y'all just gotta be willing to do it. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember when my brother did his first business Instagram, and I just stayed on him. I was like, keep posting, keep posting, keep posting.
Mm-hmm.
Tag other
Mm-hmm.
people in it, share their content, and keep posting, keep posting. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
because he started in June, it was like July of 2015, I think. Yeah, July
Mm-hmm.
2015. And I said, keep
Mm-hmm.
posting, keep sharing, keep tagging. Trust me, it's gonna work. So
Uh-huh.
starting in July, he had like 20 followers.
Uh-huh.
We get to the end. We get to the end of December. I said by December. I told him by December. I said by December of this year. I told him by the end of December, you're gonna have 1,000 followers on Instagram. I promise you. Just keep
Mm-hmm.
pushing, keep pushing, and
Mm-hmm.
I would stay on him. Keep pushing, keep posting, keep sharing, keep posting, keep sharing. We get to the
Mm-hmm.
first part of December. He was at 999, and I was like,
Really?
yeah, and I was like, you did it, and he was like, nope, we did it. I was like, fair enough.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Fair enough. I'll take some of that credit. That's cool. But it was the same thing. Just stick with it, stick with it, stick with it, stick with
Mm-hmm.
it. Like I would tell anybody, The best thing you can do when you start a blog or a YouTube channel, anything, is start sharing other people's stuff in a way
Mm-hmm.
that just bringing attention to them,
Mm-hmm.
because when they see, oh, this person is sharing
Uh-huh.
my content. Well, what do
Uh-huh.
you have, kind sir? Let me see.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll share that of yours. Or thank you for, here's a like for sharing my content. You know what? I'm gonna share your page, or I'll share your
Mm-hmm.
channel. And that's it all. The way the internet works, everything connects and feeds back. So you might have a link going out to here recommending this spot, but then you'll have a link from somebody else that's coming back to you recommending you.
Mm-hmm.
Algorithm, ranking, it builds your
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
profile, but you
That's
have
right.
to consistently do it. But as you just keep doing it, it builds itself up, and before long, like, you end up, because I did that on my Instagram. Just, my main focus was on his at the time, but I did it on my Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Just, oh, your picture's nice, copy,
Yeah.
save the link, post, tag. And I was doing that,
Uh-huh.
and I started seeing my numbers going up. Like, I had went from 50 Instagram followers to like 500 Instagram,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, God,
Uh-huh.
oh, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really even trying, but okay, cool. So,
Uh-huh.
but that's the thing, is just, you just stay on it, and you have to be sharing, and you have to be actually trying to help people. That is the
Yeah.
real key to it. You have to be trying
Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
people. You have to genuinely be trying to help people.
Yeah. True. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh. So we go look, and then, well, again, and then it's levels. If you want to put yourself, like, if you invest a certain amount, you might be in to do this, but it might not put you in the best position to make the most amount of money from your efforts. So if you position
right.
yourself with if you invest a little more, and it took me a long time to grasp this too, you know what I mean? Like, but if you invest a little more and just hang in there for a few months, you'll automatically be in the best position possible, because you can make, it's a certain amount of money that you could make that compounds with each other. And then
Yeah.
this comp plan is better than that comp plan. It ain't
Hmm.
no way you can make this kind of money over here. It's no way. It's like
Right.
with ClickFunnels. Nobody is doing what ClickFunnels is doing. You know what I mean? Like, so it ain't no way you can be over here in this company and make the same kind of money that ClickFunnels make. It's just no way, because they produce 7 and 8 figure earners but they spend money. You know what it costs to get in there. You know what it
Right.
costs to keep it going. So,
Right.
but it's just like, but certain companies kind of put you in a position. The more you invest, the kind of seem like the more you make. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah.
start, get in where you fit in, and just keep on growing, keep helping people. Then you got all 5, 6 streams of income coming in. They coming in from every which way. They not just coming in from one way. And then you still
Yeah.
got your job if you want it, but if you might go off
If
on
you,
somebody.
if,
Yeah, you know what I mean? You might have to go off
yeah,
on somebody, but you don't care.
yeah. But yeah, and the thing is, like, and the thing is, like, okay, you might not be able to afford to start with ClickFunnels. That's okay. There
Exactly.
are other things you can start that are more cost effective, but the idea is, once you get used to
Yeah.
doing it with that, now you
Mm-hmm.
can go up to the bigger leagues, because it's just like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. It's like driving. When I was younger
Yeah.
and I was first learning how to drive, the best thing I could drive was my mom's car, because that's what I was learning on, driving on her car.
Mm-hmm.
But then as I
Mm-hmm.
got older and I got more experience, I could drive
Mm-hmm.
better cars, different cars. Like, at first it was like, yo, I don't know about driving no SUV, because that's a lot of room you
Uh-huh.
dragging around. But
Uh-huh.
the experience from driving a car gave me enough experience to where I could learn how to drive a bigger car. And then just from
Yes.
driving in general, I was able to be able to the point where, like, like when I told you that I went and test drove that Camaro, and I was like, oh my God, I
Uh-huh.
fell in love with this car, because I was like,
Uh-huh.
what'd you get? I test drove the ZL1. What's that? That's
Uh-huh.
like the top notch of that joint, but I can't buy it. Why not?
Uh-huh.
0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Do you know how much time is in 24 hours? If you run the 5 for 5 on the 5 and enjoy, you're going to jail. I mashed that
Uh-huh.
gas. The car took off. I had to take it off. I didn't want to go to jail. I had to take my foot off of it.
Uh-huh.
That thing took off.
Uh-huh.
But I couldn't have drove that kind of car when I first started driving. I had to,
Mm-hmm.
get experience on other cars.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to the point where, okay, put me behind the seat of this monster. I got it now. So
Uh-huh.
that's just like with even with any of these things with a business, you're not gonna jump to them. Not saying it's not possible. Some people, they're smart enough where they could take your information and study it over the
Uh-huh.
weekend, and then by Monday
Uh-huh.
they can have money coming in on the regular. That's
Yeah,
not the
yeah, yeah.
rule. That's an exception to the rule. There are some people that can do that,
Exactly. Yeah.
but most people would have to take the information, study it, and
Uh-huh.
consistently implement it and practice at it. And then eventually they get good enough to where it starts making sense. Because, like, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like when someone says, well, I want to make $1,000 a day. Well, basically,
Yeah.
you have to find a product that you can sell for $100 and sell 10 of them in a day, and you can make a
All
thousand
day.
dollars a day.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that
That's right.
yeah. But the thing is, I don't know how to sell. I've never sold something for $5. Cool, no problem.
Uh,
We'll start off small. Let's start selling. Sell one $5 product a day.
uh-huh.
Okay, now sell two, sell
Mm-hmm.
three, sell five, sell
Yeah.
six. You starting to
Yeah.
understand how to sell it now. You're starting to see what to say and what to do to get it to be sold. Okay, now find a product that's a little more expensive and repeat the task. And then as you get
Yeah.
that experience, then eventually you can get a product that costs $100 that you can sell 10
Mm-hmm.
of them in one day. But
Yeah.
it's just a process, and it's the repetition, and it's just sticking
Mm-hmm.
with it. That's the main thing.
Yes.
Like, because when my brother, when we were doing the Instagram thing, he had a moment where he got frustrated about something, and we were like, I think we were at the 500 mark, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what
Mm-hmm.
do you want to quit for? Why? Because of a mistake? We at the 500
Uh-huh.
mark. We
Uh-huh.
halfway here. It's obviously working. What are we stopping for? Man, I don't want to hear that. Let's go. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Then, like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
was saying by the end of December, shoot, the first couple of days in December, we at the goal. Beat
Mm-hmm.
it by 30
Mm-hmm.
days. I was like, shh. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's just being persistent and just
Mm-hmm.
constantly doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all. And we're gonna do it and set goals. We're gonna have to set out SBC. Well, you don't have the SBC planner, but you in there. So we're gonna set these goals and accomplish the goals one step at a time. And then a lot of people mess up because they set too many goals for themselves at the time. Set a goal that you could accomplish. Go ahead and get that going, and
Right.
then you can add on. That's the reason why I said one a week. I'm gonna force myself to do one a week. It's hard enough doing the one a week, and then after you get that one a week done, you add one.
On a call.
I mean, look, you're being, yeah, animated.
I'm always animated. You
No.
know, the way I've been training you all night. I've been animated. Did you not notice that the
But
way I get up and move? And I'm a living cartoon
No,
character.
that's nice. That's really nice. Like, for real, for real.
and after you do the one a week,
Very nice. That's
add
nice.
a it don't have to be a live stream every day. It could be one live stream and two uploads. It could be one live stream and one upload. It could be all three uploads. It don't have to be a live stream. I'm just doing live streams because I want to be able to. I'm starting to build a team, and I want people to be able to communicate with me now since I done got my headphones and I kind of got my stuff together. I want to be able to communicate with the people so they can get a better vibe about what they doing. They have questions they can go ahead and ask once a week. What? Well, you being animated again? What's going on?
It's just me. I'm serious. That's one of the reasons. Like when I'm on like what did I do? I did a TikTok, but I never posted it. And
Uh-huh.
I was lip syncing to a movie, and no, it was to a cartoon. And the whole time while I was
Uh-huh.
doing it, I was lip syncing and everything, but you could see all the expression and all the everything in
Mm-hmm.
my face, and I was just like,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
so I sell it. That's what it is. I know how to sell it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Release this here, release this
So that's what we're
here.
gonna do. We're gonna go
What's
ahead
up,
and
man?
we're gonna go ahead and get this thing popping in the group. SBC
Release this here, release this here.
network.
Yay. Yay. Oh,
We're gonna
And
make it happen.
yeah.
It's gonna be a slow like molasses night for you, bro. Trust me. Nope, we're done on
So
check-ins. We
let me
only had
log
2.
off.
I love those nights. If every night could be that night, we wouldn't get paid. But I don't know.
What is he doing?
Talking to my relief, getting ready to go.
Oh, okay.
You on Zoom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the live at the garden people.
Yeah. Who?
Live at the garden. You know the people that come in and
they can feed in.
yeah, those folks. Yeah,
She's already made.
it was a great show. I'm out.
Oh, all right. Have a good one. Well, guys, that was it for tonight. And we will see you again next Thursday at 7 p.m. Go to workwithray.com if you want to learn more about my 6-figure strategy. You want to learn how to get the appropriate tools to run your business, turn your business into an ATM machine, start making money in your sleep, generating leads and sales in your sleep. Go to workwithray.com. The webinar presentation will tell it all. And you have to have certain tools in order to get your business to running the way it's supposed to run. A website is not enough in 2021. It's a part of it, but it's not all of it. So you need to have a system set up to run your business the right way so that it can run on automation. So there are more than one thing that you need. So you need to go to the video, watch everything, and join workwithray.com. Have a great one. Bye-bye.